it's disappointing to me, and it's sad, but at the same time, you know, just once again, all the detractors, they said this was gonna happen, and they were right.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself right now?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him.
Oh, fuck all that noise. Get you a bottle of gin from Total Wine. Fire up your TV. Drink your gin. Drink your gin. Consequences have actions, Pep. Here's what you gotta do. Drink your gin. Drink a Pepsi later on. Play your fucking WB champions. Consequences have actions, Pep.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself right now?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him. Stop being a fucking victim. You fucking bitch. You fucking asshole. Own your shit. Own your shit. Own it. Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Bitch. Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Bitch. Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself, bitch?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him. You're still on mission 1. No, I'm not gonna let you lie. I know you're lying. I'm gonna pick on you. I know you're lying. Being dishonest and begging for money and people wanting justice. He is not a real person. He is not genuine. He is not honest.
That being said, hello. This is Phil Burnell. All right, and just wanted to tell you that I love the podcast. That being said, big ups. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. A.L. Team Insider, the legend, fantastic Mr. Sam, the dentist, Steve to the dead, psychological style host. Get well soon, man. Me or Cat, artistic style host. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, which vest is podcast best?
If there was ever meaningful content, it's being produced right here on That Being Said.
Best giggle ready for you, don't worry.
Hilarious. What's up, everybody? Sunday. We are here. Time to start your Sunday off in the right way, or end your Sunday off in the right way, wherever you happen to be across the world. We are joined by the most dangerous man in all of the UK, weighing in at 235 pounds, 6'4", Mark Juan. Hello. Was I right on those numbers, by the way? I just guessed.
It's 5'9", 205, but I'll go with that.
Okay. Cool. Nice to have you back, Mark.
Having me back on such short notice. It's amazing. Hello, everyone.
There we go. And we, of course, have Sam, Steve, Meerkat, whole crew in the house for this momentous times we are all enjoying. We are feasting like never before, and it should be fun today. So quick business style announcement from me today. I'll handle the business style announcements. We're going to get through the nonsense of the week, and then we have a fun fantasy draft style situation to get you in the mood for the Joon the King documentary dropping tomorrow, where I have prepared 20 or so niche arcs that might be in the documentary and they might not be in the documentary, and we're going to take turns choosing them, and the person that gets the most arcs that to make the documentary wins the competition and the glory and the girls and the ka-ching of the ring, and
the boys.
Win a lot. And the boys, everything. Free pass. You have the key to the world if you win this competition, so it should be very, very hype. and we'll get to that after we get through the nonsense of the week. Did I miss any business style announcements, Meerkat, though?
No,
Okay.
we're good.
So, Sam, if you could, please indulge me for one quick retro react. Very short this week.
Oh shit!
But
okay.
Because we are playing WWE Champions now on stream, I do kind of want to, from time to time, show you things that he said about WWE Champions. So I'm going to play a clip from 2018. We are 3 months into the streak that has lasted 7.5 years now. And I want you to listen to how Phil refers to this game. Okay, here we go.
WWE characters in it.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a time waster, and the game's completely. Well, I played WWE. I don't remember what it's called. And he's champions. It's basically.
I don't even remember what it's
I don't even
called.
remember what it's called.
Come off it.
I don't even remember what it's called. I let him finish this thought, though.
A Candy Crush ripoff with WWE characters in it. It's pretty much a time waster, and the game's completely unfair. But I still play it from time to time. I get a little, addicted to it. But that's it.
A little.
I love it. A little addicted.
I play it from time to time. I'm a little addicted to it. Yeah, he wasn't lying about that. He didn't lie about that part. All right, but anyways, that was it for my retro react. Very funny, I thought. And that's not the only time he has pretended to not recognize the name of the game he's been playing every day for 7.5 years. So I'll
Just
play more of those every once in a while.
Yes, is that in the login streak?
Yeah, yes, we are in the login streak at this point.
So he's playing it daily at this point.
We are playing the game daily, but yet we can't remember the name. And to be fair, he was playing 5 mobile games at this point, so maybe.
It's a lot to juggle,
Okay, anyways. I want to start today with... I'm just going to play it.
Can I bring something up?
Oh, yeah, you go, Sam. Go.
Yeah, I just wanted to make an observation about your last stream because I'm gutted I missed it. But I couldn't help but notice that we got the whole way through. And you guys mentioned it at the end, but you got the whole way through it. Well, that's what's the good thing about this. The funny thing about this arc at the moment is that that being said, can forget to talk about Darkside Phil playing WWE champions.
Yes.
I just wanted to. You did a whole 2.5 hour stream, and things have been going on that have made that
almost pales in comparison, doesn't it?
Yeah,
craziness.
It's just been mad.
It's like something is true for so many years, and then some person that decided it wasn't true agrees it is true in the end. It's not even big news, right? If you convince someone that says the earth is flat to say it's not flat, it's kind of
Yeah.
We knew it the whole time, brother.
This champions thing, I have to say, so many people have been pointing out how animated he is when he's playing it, how used to spending the money he is, how he don't even realize it, but he'll just go deep on explaining the mechanics of this game. It's like he's giving himself away so bad. It's so fucking obvious. And because it's kind of weird because of all this casino stuff, how it's inflated his ego and he's on the warpath now a little bit. He's really brazen and he's kind of forgetting, he thinks everyone's on my side now. When he said about this fucking lawsuit thing, he's everyone will come out and give me money to support me. He's so brazen now that he's just full steam ahead. We're doing it. We're going to be in this league. We're going to do it. And everyone's didn't you only say you played this game? What did he say he spent on it? Less than $100? How much did he say to side scrollers?
Yeah. On side scrollers, about 100.
Yeah, less than $100, I think he said.
I think it was 1,000, but still.
Sounds believable now, doesn't it?
Less than 1,000, he said. Yeah, that was the final thing. Less than 1,000.
And it's taken us a week to get to that point.
Yeah, literally.
I do agree with your point to a great extent, except with the lawsuit. Because now more than ever, he's got Keemstar and he's got Kino Casino, and he can appeal to both of them, and they're all gonna send him people to give him money for the lawsuit.
Yes, 100%.
Because this lawsuit is fucking bullshit, bro.
100%.
And it's gonna go nowhere.
I will say, full disclosure, I don't mind Super Crazy, but I know you had a bit of a thing with him on Twitter spat. I just like watching DSP squirm. You know what I mean? Even if it is all fucking nonsense, even just to watch him lose his mind on his stream for 20 minutes is worth it to me. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's what I say, yeah. Just Philip starting with, I've never done this. Oops, I've done it once. Oh, it was an error. That's what made it funny for me.
I'm hoping for the best with this. I'm hoping for fun because I dislike both of them, and somebody's gonna take a big L on this, and
Someone
I'm
is,
gonna
yeah,
win regardless.
probably.
Yeah.
But have you watched him play WWE Champions? Has anyone actually watched this?
I watched a little bit.
I've seen a few
all I
clips,
know
yeah.
is he knows those fucking menus backwards and
Yeah.
forwards.
Yeah.
He is clicking like a madman on those menus. And there's 18,000 menus.
He'll
Those
get
menus, the game?
polls. He'll get like a superstar, and he'll be like, "Oh, they're involved in this story at the moment with this faction. And this is what they're doing at the moment."
Oh,
He knows it all. He's so deep into it. This is years of telling people, "I'm not addicted to heroin. I don't
Yeah.
shoot up when the stream goes off," and then streaming yourself shooting up. Be
Yeah.
like, it's fine,
Crazy,
guys. You'll
man.
give me money.
not only are you just wrong, you're mentally ill if you think I play this game.
Oh,
Yep.
yes. Get
Yep.
the white coats out if you keep talking about
Yeah.
this game.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
need to forget about this game. It's a detractor meme.
Love it.
And
Yeah.
one more
And
thing about how this, I consider this the Only Use Me Blade arc, because you know how people used to pay Only Use Me Blade to take shots, even though he was an alcoholic, and that was kind of the funny part. That's what people are doing now on DSP's WB Champion streams, is paying an addict to
Yeah, they're feeding
enjoy his addiction.
Yeah, they're
Uh-huh.
enabling him.
Craziness.
So,
But
That never ends badly, by the way.
The other observation, though, is that like it's kind of been almost hyped up in a way for years and years and years, and I guess that you could imagine that it's this amazing thing. Like if you didn't know anything about it, you might think, oh, it's this great thing, you know, that he's spending all this money on. But then you actually see it, and I'll show you, like, because I hadn't seen it, but I wanted to see some of it before I started today, and I clicked on one of his hour-long, you know, actual videos of it,
Borefest,
and it's if there's one thing more boring than watching Darkside Phil play a game that he doesn't know, is watching him play a game that he does know. Is all I'm saying. It's so dull. Like, I'm guessing. Like, I mean, I've just seen this one bit here, but I'm guessing like he doesn't do a great job of explaining what he's doing. It's just like, I'm gonna do this, da 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 da. You know, he's just doing what he does on a nightly basis. But yeah, let's just. If I can here, hang on. Let's see if we can watch some of this. It's. I just want to show how boring this shit is.
Because I'm pretty sure that will not be there for us. Let's get our free bag. Like, free bag of stuff.
No music.
Do you like the PC version more than the iPhone version? I mean, it's the same game. It actually runs nice and smooth on here.
He did have at one point,
but playing with a
recently,
mouse is a little annoying, honestly.
He did have his crappy music in the background.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
I think
he
asked
playing-
people in chat about
Not
that,
the
didn't he?
first
Yeah.
time, but I think he was playing very low. His fucking terrible like
Did
intro
he?
songs. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I wonder why he stopped that then, because like this is what's missing, really. You just, you know, if you've got to assume that anyone doing this legit has got some, you know, lo-fi going on in the
Something going on.
background. or
Yeah,
something.
Yeah. They've got that
Just- 24/7
24/7 synthwave songs to study to players
Yeah.
on YouTube going.
Definitely,
It's
yeah.
amazing.
It's the
to watch, though.
WPIG playlist in the background.
Yeah, you play that. There you
Own
go.
the meme, Phil. How dare you?
Phil should be
Like,
playing
girl,
Bicycle.
come on.
I see all the people in the chat that are atting me and stuff, by the way. I do see you. Hello, how you doing?
But yeah,
But
so
yeah.
it's the only game he's never needed to get handheld on. And like Sam said, though, it's the most boring game ever he's ever played.
Yeah.
And there's actual energy, though, from Philip, which is something that's
Yeah.
unusual, you know?
It
So.
reminds me of when he does the. He'll be playing a game and it'll have like gambling or a casino or something like that, and he gets well into that. Or when he's talking about food, when he's talking about
yep.
you know the food that he ate on the on his wedding trip.
He switches, doesn't he? Like it's not a huge big thing, but you can see like he goes from the weird persona like TV like game show host feel to like he opens up a little bit. You can tell like he's actually into that. He'll sort of afford a little bit of time to actually like devolve the conversation into something that's true. Yeah.
You can see what he's really passionate about, and
Yeah,
what he really
100%.
cares about.
So, and he also keep pushing the Hogan thing, because the Hogan thing is for 1,000. So the first day he played this, hype was real. He got like $700, and now Philip, of course, as he does. Once I get this amount, that's how much I can expect every time, obviously. So, you know, and he started at like he got 150 last night. Obviously, the streak is continuing, but like it's not the thing. I'm sure it's not the boom he thought it would be, because those fucking big pools he's hyping up are $99. You know.
How much?
if you're
does
making
does anyone know how much he spent on
I
stream
think 300,
so far?
more than 300. I think.
Yeah, King Chad's been keeping track of it.
Yeah.
Right.
So like, if you're making 150, $99 for a pool, that's not that great profit margins, right?
In a week.
That's wild. Again, let's regardless, take out of the equation how insane he is with his own perception of reality and what people think of him. Like a week ago, like you said, 2 weeks ago, we've gone from literal years of denying I played this game to barely played it, hardly spent money, to spending $300 on a mobile game. It's like Adam said in Side Squads. I don't keep going back to Side Squads, but he went 100 is too much. He's like, it's just you might as well burn the money. You're not getting anything for it. To him, casually being and just blowing money on this shit. He's just he's so fucking unaware of how he looks. It's just wild to me. It's completely blindsided him. All this confidence that is just ruining him, dude. They just lit a rocket under him and everyone's just watching it explode, basically.
Yep.
Yeah,
now we're the
where are the boundaries as well? Because where does support my content stop and give me money to pull begin? Where's that line? Is there even a line? Is it just? I mean, obviously there isn't. It's just whatever's coming in, I'm going to spend on WWE champions. But it's another thing he hasn't thought about. He's
been using the line recently. Oh, finally, I can buy more stuff for my stream after however many years. Allegedly now, because of the thing. Finally, I can buy something. It's well, you must have had some spare money because you're buying stuff and just bunking hundreds of dollars on this thing in a week, just playing the game. So, bro.
You can guarantee an equal, if not greater amount is going into his personal one as well. That's going into the Down from the Rafters account.
Yeah. He can spend on that account. He was pissed the game wasn't letting him spend. He's like, I'm not high enough level for the master pool. What the fuck?
Right.
Scopely, you don't want my money? Huh? That's what he was literally saying.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, it just says a lot that we got to the last bit of the show and we were like, right, we need to shit, champions.
Yeah. How crazy is that though? A couple of years ago, a year ago, 6 months ago, maybe we'd have done a whole show on it.
Yeah.
There you go.
WWE and champions were banned words in his chat for years, literal years.
Oh yeah,
and
someone
you need
got
help.
banned. They were laughing, weren't they? He was laughing because he was saying, "Oh yeah, we need to change that." Excuse me.
Yeah, you get banned if you said that.
Yeah.
All right. So let's move on a little bit to some real quick thing I want to bring up here. So Philip said
first,
this.
There's just a quick clip. Is the first tweet that I sent in the stuff to show. It's a very interesting coincidence about DSP talking about his other account and talking about the strongest cards he's got on it.
Okay.
You put that in stuff to show? Let me see. All right, I got
the first one.
Gotcha. Here we go. I got it, Sam, right here.
Cool.
Bada bow. Bada bing.
Women do I use on my good account? Who's my best one right now? Let me think about this. My overall best woman on my good account. Trying to think who I got this year. Shit.
Again, riveting content here.
My best, if I have Indy Hartwell. And Indy Hartwell is the best woman in the game, but she's from last year, but she's insanely good. I got her on a lucky pull. So I have
lucky
Indy
pull.
Hartwell, and she's crazy good. Even without gear or a moment, all these special things you can put on her to make her better, she's still one of the best women in the game.
And that is, as Josh Kokichi is showing, is literally someone on it Down from the Rafters team. Okay.
Yes, is the strongest female card in his roster.
Yes. So
in that
probably
for that actual his team within the game or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's his little team right there. That's his team right now. Muhammad Ali.
How many people are in that team thing? How many people?
5. You can have 5 main people. Your 5 strongest are shown there.
But he does have something he's only missing 13 cards in it or something.
Yeah.
Might have hundreds.
Right.
So
he missed those What's your guys' take on when because after the other day when Casino were talking to him about Derek?
Yeah.
After that, they went on to the Champions thing, and it's I don't really know them, and I don't watch it enough to know what I think their intentions are. But it sounded like that one Triple P guy was basically trying to get him to say just say it, dude. Just say it was you, and everyone will move on at this point, and even if they don't it was almost like you're with us now kind of thing. So like, it don't matter, just say it. And he still wouldn't do it. But it's so obvious. Like, what do you think their angle is with all of that? They're just actually trying to like genuinely help him, or it's just like content to them?
They're not trying to genuinely help them. Their content. They are similar to Keemstar. They want the content. They know what happens at the other side of this, right?
Yeah.
And Keemstar knows the more people Philip collabs with, the more content that's going to come out of it.
So, think about the views
shit he says, and the more, not only that, if it all falls apart, I suppose, the more people he can insult in the aftermath of this.
Oh yeah. Under the bus.
God.
Yeah, straight away.
Can you imagine when this is over? That's not me down from the rafters. That's not me. Like, can you imagine him even saying that? I don't even know if Derek would believe that. Derek would believe that.
Welcome back, Derek.
When Derek's back in his chat.
Please, Derek, come on. Come on, Derek.
Arms.
It's all cool, brother. It's cool. Go ahead.
I think it should, I guess, be pointed out, just, why not? Is that they got him to admit it under the guise of it being him lying about it, wasn't it? It wasn't. It wasn't.
You're right.
Yeah.
Just a way to get him talking about it, right?
Yeah.
But he was so,
and Andy's saying funny stuff like, you should talk to Down from the Rafters guy.
Yeah.
It's so obvious, wasn't it? Everybody thinks it. Everyone knows it. Like everything else, they'd like built up to it, and he's still. People are saying they're worried about this lying on the. But I don't think he's worried about this fraud thing. Do you really think he's worried about that? I think it's a principle thing to him. The same with the Derek shit. It's like letting them win. He don't want to do that. It's his ego.
Yeah.
If I admit that detractors have won, and this is like, detractors win if I do this. So
it's becoming more and more crazy that is. More and more clear that is pretty much his. That's his reasoning for doing a lot of things, or not admitting to a lot of things. Yeah. Exactly.
And Nicholas is right. Yeah, he's on these WB Champion streams. He's admitted to playing the game for 7.5 years, which just coincidentally is the exact length of the sub Down from the Rafters login streak. I don't know.
Said that as well, did he?
Yeah.
Just toss that on the pile of coincidences. Just just stick it on there. Why not?
So just real quick before we move on. Here's the coincidences. The person that They Call Me DSP made it the exact moment that DSP said he started playing the game, when the game came out. Also, his name is Phil. Also, he is a streamer and knows about what's the guy's name? Sidella, yes, because they talked about it on Discord. And also, yesterday, he's played for 7.5 years, just the same long as Philip. And also, he has that girl, Indy or whatever, and it's on his team. So, man, that's good. That's a very unlucky guy over there down from the Rafters.
I'm sure we might have mentioned this, or I heard it on here before, but there's weren't there specific weekends in the bank leagues where there were big events in Champions, and that
I'm not even bringing those up, but
fucking wild.
I didn't even bring those up, but you could add those too as well. And same phone number.
It's just like he says, it's all circumstantial evidence. It's all circumstantial evidence.
The two-factor line app, all that stuff.
What code?
Let's leave it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's leave it there.
Specific figure, $16.51 appeared on the bank leaks, and people immediately calculated that this was the price of a certain poll with the Washington state tax. I was completely convinced. It sealed the deal.
By the way, Romance Indrid, 2 years in the chat. I just had to say that. Romance Indrid.
Big ups.
I was just about to say,
by the way. We got 2 years.
We've got to the 24-month mark, and we need a new badge making for these special people. So
if you guys you want to help out,
if anyone out there,
we're gonna raise $10,000 for a badge.
Okay, so real quick, I want to go back to one thing here. So Philip said this comment before, and let's take him at his word here. No reactions, okay, guys. Let's just listen to what he said first, okay?
How's it hanging, Game Boy? How you doing? New Jeans, no, I do not have business cards. I have not had business cards in over a decade, and the business cards that you'll see on the internet are actually photoshopped. Because
okay, I want to stop right there. Business cards you see on the internet are photoshopped. So I want to show you a channel I know, and you might know this channel called DSP Reacts. It's a channel on YouTube. You can check it out. Subscribe if you want. I recommend subscribing. Definitely great shows on the weekends. On Sunday. And this is a video I found on there. I just want to show you guys.
Hold on, this might not be it. That's not it. That's not it. Card. Hold on.
Okay.
That's the.
Look at that.
Okay, so this is interesting. This is awkward. it seems to be contradicting what he just said. I'm not sure about this.
Yeah, I think it might be. Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
Full-time gamer is wild to open it up
Okay,
with.
wait.
Business card.
Okay, wait. He's still talking. Okay.
So I know it's pixely because I blew it up for you, but this is
Okay.
what it's going to look like. Looks
Okay.
pretty cool, right?
Okay.
No, it
It's got
doesn't.
that
It
cool
looks
8-bit
awful.
art.
No, look at all of it.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at just the amount of even on his fucking business card, he can't not
Yeah.
put tons of text. on
Yeah,
it.
it's got to be in Times New
dribble there
Roman
is.
as well. And yeah, Patrick
And actually-
Bateman would not be proud of that.
Oh,
I
can we
wish
play?
it
I was going to
stopped
say
there.
you should have
Oh,
like
God.
played that scene. That's one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah.
Where they
Oh
share
yeah,
the
someone should
business
make that.
cards, dude.
That's a nerd brew job. Right there.
Holy shit! Where he shares the business card and he just drops it like, oh my
would be-
lord!
I'd be surprised if someone hasn't done that. I feel like I've seen that, but maybe I'm dreaming. I don't know.
I wish
Yeah, I'm
I
sure
could-
I have as well. Yeah. It's-
I wish I could stop there. Unfortunately,
Kaiser.
Sam, could you please bring up 2 pictures that were on the internet that someone has shared
There's
from their
more?
own fans of DSP have shared this image before?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Could you bring
certainly
those up,
can.
please, Sam?
There you go. There's one.
Oh, unfortunately,
Yeah.
what? Huh? It looks like there's a little mark where the person pinned it on their wall as well, and just for to be completely sure, we don't have the back of that card, do we? We don't, right?
I don't know. What about? Oh,
Oh God,
it
we
is.
have that too. Dude, that's some serious Photoshop
All the
skill.
links with the HTTP on them as well. This is
Oh,
the
God,
best.
Yeah.
Look at and the push pin hole is in the back as well. Man, this guy's good. This guy is fucking good. And I just want to bring this up because we have now entered a realm where Philip is just saying things because we're on top of the world. We are the
Yeah.
king and no one cares. I can
Yeah.
lie
Yeah, no
straight
one
to your
cares.
face.
Yeah,
no
yes,
one
yes.
cares.
100%.
This is what this was. Just lying directly into the new viewers he has, hoping no one says anything. Well, we got to say something because it's ridiculous. It's insane.
Yeah.
But
I would just
All right.
like to. Could you bring back the picture with the handwriting? Or I say handwriting in the
yes,
loosest sense
please.
possible.
Scroll.
Yeah, because there's it's quite distinctive, and I found another example of the handwriting that I would like to compare and contrast to. So it's in the
That's a-
super secret Discord that doesn't exist.
oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
go
the
to that.
super
Oh my
secret Discord
God.
that's totally open and people openly talk about doing stuff in there that's totally secret.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
Fucking hell.
do you want to show that ALT? Sorry.
Oh yeah, I gotcha.
It's
So this
Twitter,
is from the
hang on.
super secret Discord, obviously, and this is
it's very distinctive handwriting, isn't it?
this.
Very.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
people
Like this
say that.
Photoshopper should be working for.
Oh yeah, bro.
The
look,
FBI, I
Look at
think.
that. Bro, one
This
for one.
Photoshopper
Check
is
it
the
out.
best Photoshopper on earth. I mean, look at this. They got the fucking handwriting down. They got the pinholes in
Look
there.
at how he signed his name like edgy, like he's done like
Yeah.
like the angles on the
I was gonna
letters.
say, the
like
fucking
the R
angles
is
on the
sharp.
D.
Look at that. Just
I wanna
fucking realise that. How fucking cringe that is. Look. Just
I
sign
wanna
the
see him,
fucking
right?
thing, dude, or draw a picture or something.
It's not- it's not signed.
Letters.
No, it's not signed. I want to see him at like the DMV or the doctors or something. He has to sign something. It says
Yeah.
print name, so he writes it out, and then it says signature, and he
Yeah.
writes it out again. It's exactly the same, and then they get it and go,
Jesus.
"You're
I
supposed to
thought
sign
the
this."
example. I thought the example was going to be the Philomania thing you wrote on his shirt. the
Oh
other
no!
day.
Oh,
I got that too. If you
Oh,
look at
there
my
you go.
screen,
Yeah,
yeah. Philomania, hell yeah! So
pretty
just, I
similar.
want to say shout outs to that Photoshopper that went back into Phil's video that was released in 2015 with the photo, with the
You can
card
see
and
even from there it's
photoshopped
the
that
same handwriting,
video.
can't you? Look.
Yeah.
Can you do? That's
You can
intense.
see even from
Photoshopping
there
a
it's the
video.
same.
I don't know, man. Unreal Engine 5 is pretty good now. I don't know how you
That
change
is
someone else's
fucking
video, but
awesome.
yeah.
All right,
AI
next time.
nowadays.
Next
Do
time,
anything
let's get
with it.
something. So Meerkat, what do you want to talk about? Something on this
Oh,
screen
yeah.
is interesting.
This-
So,
We have the prime example of content theft right here on display. So
Uh-huh.
what you just saw,
yeah, right here.
the thumbnail. This is an image, a screenshot from my pirated copy of Photoshop,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
where I made a thumbnail for Pescator Live, who is a live streamer. Go check him out.
Yep.
In his interview with a certain super crazy person.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, you have Dark Side Phil's original thumbnail of his original
Are
video.
you for real?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, at least that means he's a fan of your work, right, Meerkat?
Yeah, that's
So
true. Yeah.
So,
I know.
So whatever the few idiots of his are like making thumbnails for him, stole it off a detractor that they're following as well.
Yeah.
Big ups.
And
Big ups.
they had to crop the background because, as you can see, it has the name of the show, it has
Yeah.
the number of the episode.
Wow.
So they had to remove that and just left the actual face swap DSP.
Wow.
Sound good?
But I mean, like even the cup. Like,
Sounds good to me.
how much more
They left the
blatant
cup.
can you
You should
get?
copy strike him for doing that.
I should straight up sue him, but you guys are paying for it. So
You should
get ready.
strike him 100% just to
Think
fuck
they will
him.
be on our side?
You can,
Keemstar.
Meerkat, literally see where the bottom left of the P has been cut out of the suit because
Oh,
it overlaps the.
Oh my God, you can. Yeah,
Yeah.
the P, yeah, the suit. You can see it. It's
Oh
so direct.
my
Look at that.
God.
The left, right arm. You can see where the
Yeah.
P was. Nice. Big ups, editors. Hope you enjoyed your
Come
pay of
on.
$0.
Jesus, dude.
Okay. Next up.
And
Next
there
on the
was,
docket.
did he
Yep.
steal something else? Hold on.
Oh yeah,
Or
yeah,
not?
yes, he did. Not directly. Let me get the DSP, the human. So our thumbnail today. So I'm gonna show Phillips. Oh, I can't see the thumbnail
It's the
like
Jim
that.
Carrey film, isn't it?
Yeah. So where is the better way to show it? On Discord, I think. Sam, let me send you the picture. Just share it that way. So yeah, there you go, Sam. So share that, please. That is the thumbnail that Philip chose to use, and then.
This one I can't blame him for. It's a pretty. It's not a deep idea to think of. It's like a kind of a common sense idea. So I don't think it's stolen. But ours was first, and ours is literally the exact same idea.
No, Meerkat. I think it's his face. It's that one, Meerkat. It's yours.
his face, but it's a different face, and it's a
Oh, it
shittier
is?
Photoshop.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's a different.
Okay.
It does look
Different face.
slightly
Okay, my
different.
bad, my bad.
Yeah.
I'm felt it. Yes.
You can also
It
kind of
of.
put that down to like if you're looking on Google, that image is going to come up quite a lot, isn't it? If you're trying to look up a thing to parallel
literally.
that Andy Kauffman thing.
Okay.
Like I said, this one is just a coincidence.
Yes.
It's like I'm not gonna sue him for this one. I'll sue him for the previous one, and I'm taking everything. I'm taking Cat as well. Jasper can
Should be long
stay
gone.
'cause,
Should be long
yeah.
gone. Should be part of the settlement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Half of the estate is like literally her ass.
I want the Stein. The only thing I want is the Stein, and I'll give a new home to the ants. All right. Anyways,
I'm
June the
just
King.
on this, just quickly. I'm really hoping June the King's got other ideas for this picture, and it has nothing to do with Andy Kaufman or.
I thought it
Okay.
was.
Or Andy
I'll
Warhol.
be
I have an
completely
idea.
honest. I'll be completely
yeah, go
honest.
ahead.
I thought it was going to be some sort of play on Dark Side of the Moon because that's
Yeah, I
his
did.
name.
Yeah.
And you see
Yeah.
the moon and you see the shadow, but that's
Yeah.
just me. That was literally my first impression when I saw it. I might
Okay.
be wrong.
Let me show you my thoughts on that. Let's go through this first. So let's see how it started. This Andy Warhol thing started. That's the thumbnail for the June the King documentary coming out tomorrow. And this is what Philip has to say in that moment. Here we go.
I'm just curious. Does anyone know what this thumbnail is and what the reference is? Does anyone in chat know? Because when I saw it, dude, I cracked up. I was like, if this is the theme he's going to use during the actual documentary, dude, this is going to be hilarious.
So real quick, my first question is, how would that be hilarious if you don't even know what it is? It's it's your face on a moon. How is that a hilarious
He's trying to
concept?
damage control instantly.
Yeah, the thing is, it annoyed me a little bit that he jumped to this conclusion, and I really hope it's not what he thinks it is, because I've, as some of you might know, I've made that connection before as well, the Andy Kaufman thing. In one of my videos, I said, it's beginning to sound like an Andy Kaufman thing. But obviously Darkside Phil is going to take it another way. He's going to say, was I playing a character or was I not? And he can apply it to his entire 16 years, whereas I'm like, it's beginning to feel like that, not it's definitely that and has been for the whole entire time, so it just gives him another little thing to say, to kind of latch onto and say, like, this cool thing about me, guys, I was definitely could have been playing a character, or was I, that kind of thing.
So if that's the bit, Cracker Jack is correct. It says, I'm in on the joke, guys. Someone who isn't in on the joke. You can't say that. I'm in on the joke. If you aren't literally in on the joke, you don't know what the joke fucking is. But anyways, let's go.
absolutely hilarious.
I mean, it's not even the dark side of the moon.
Okay, you could say that. You could say dark side of the moon.
Yeah.
But no, do you know what I think this is a reference to? Phil is the man on the moon, right?
No,
just leave it there.
And he's not on the moon. The face. He's the man in the moon. If we want to get technical about it,
yeah, he is the moon.
He is the moon.
It's not a documentary.
Yes.
Warhol in the late 90s, where
it's not.
Jim
No, it's
Carrey played him.
Biopic.
For those who don't know, Andy Warhol was an American comic who was known.
Andy Warhol, by the way.
Andy Warhol.
He wasn't one
Andy
of
Warski.
What's name? Pop art.
Andy Warski,
like,
Andy Warhol.
You could never really know if it was a shtick or what he was doing was real. He ultimately kept pushing the envelope. And so, excuse me, not Andy Kauffman, Andy Warhol. Who's Andy Kauffman? Who is Andy Kauffman?
By the way, pause it a sec, guys. Some of these people haven't seen this yet, so this is going to be interesting.
I have not.
Okay,
I have not
yeah. Okay,
I'm starting to do that more. If something's going to be on the show, I won't watch it. You know, try to.
I said Andy Kauffman. Who's Andy Kauffman? It's Andy Warhol, right? But anyway, it's the comedian Andy. Is it Andy Warhol or Andy? Now I'm really confused. Now I'm going to look it up. Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, he looks up stuff now? I'm the most shocked by this. He used to never look up anything. He would sit there for like 30 seconds looking at chat for somebody to tell him something. And now he's looking stuff up? What?
Yeah.
Kino Boys taught him how to do that, I think. Yep.
I want to make the proper point.
Kind of progress. I mean, he's doing it from across his room on a big TV.
The new PC as well. I think
the
because
PC's
it's brand
giving us some
new,
confidence.
he's less afraid that something will be revealed if he uses. Honest, like truly, I know, like sounds weird, but that's how paranoid and like how much of a weirdo. He is. Less paranoid about using that PC on the stream.
No prior searches are going to come up.
Exactly.
No pre-stream activities take place with this PC.
Exactly.
If you know what I'm saying.
And also, as well, it's still the honeymoon period, isn't it? It's still like an exciting new toy, so it's kind of
And again,
as well.
he's got more. He's bolder now. We can do all this. Obviously, I could do all this all along. I just didn't want to because people were mean to me. Now I've got receipts and shit. Now the world's on my side. Yeah. True.
Wait till this whole thing, this current arc is over. We'll go back to our old ways. I'm not looking that up. Come on, guys. I don't got time for that. Let's get to the game. Come on, guys. Just wait.
It's gonna be interesting.
It is Andy Kauffman. I was right. Why'd you say Andy Warhol? You guys confused me. It's Andy Kauffman. Yeah, I was right. I was right all along. You guys. Okay.
Were you?
So. The American comedian Andy Kauffman.
Was this?
Wow.
I can't quite see his facial expression, so I don't know if this is one of those like sarcasm moments when he has a joke.
No. This is not a joke.
That was legitimately gaslighting, right there.
Because it's just his weird personality ego thing of not liking being wrong and admitting it on camera in front of people. Yeah.
So you see, that's just a little moment.
Response.
It's just a little moment where you fucked up, but then he still said I was right the whole time, which is just wrong. So obviously people point that out on Twitter. Is there any more on this clip, or should I go to the Twitter post now?
I think that's it. But it's just like it's shocking, like how unbelievably insecure he is that he can't even go. I mixed them two names up. Like one of the most common mistakes everyone makes.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of that other bloke. Yeah. That's who I meant.
It's like. If you watch a lot of the This Is How You Don't plays, when he dies or something happens in the game, it's almost like an autonomic response where he just comes out of a reason why he died. There's like, I don't know what you could put a percentage on it, but there's so many times where he has to come up with this reason. And I kind of like, it's not that I get it, but when you stream games and you die, it's embarrassing. It's not that big a deal. When you're at home on your own playing it, you don't care if you make a mistake. You don't care. When there's like, even if there's 10 people watching you and you fuck up, you're just like, and you've got to just like accept it gracefully. His personality, like he's never adjusted to being online with people viewing him and like showing weakness or fucking up. It comes out, and then This Is How You Don't plays all the way up to if he even gets challenged on a simple thing where he fucked up and there's a video of him saying it. He can't immediately do that. He has to like, we can't just sit there and go, I fucked up. It's super rare that he'll do that. It's only if he's like calm or you catch him off balance, he'll do something like that.
all the time in Street Fighter. The moment he gets hit,
yeah.
Blocking that I tried to cover with the uppercut, didn't give me it. My move's not coming out. Unearned combo. Oh, right, round's over.
Yep.
It's it happened. Was it last night or yesterday morning or whatever it was when he played the new COD Black Ops 6? There was a rage quit at one point, wasn't there? He was getting that annoyed at it.
Yeah, there was some bad. I'm not wasting my time on this game.
Was that before or after he was like, it doesn't matter, I'm playing on a pad, I'm better
I was going to say
mouse players.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, you wouldn't have thought it to listen to him in his daily rap from yesterday.
Someone just posted in the chat. Joon the King has named the DSP documentary "The Eternal Downfall of Darkside."
Yeah!
He has indeed.
Hey,
not
it's
only
not the
that,
eternal downfall, asshole. It's the eternal climb upwards, dumb fuck.
Oh my god, it's
He's
real.
He's not going to be happy about that. He
Not
is
only
not
that.
going to be happy about that.
Eternal. That you thought a decade of downfall was bad,
Bro, he's
Now-
talking about that
Jude
today.
says
Guaranteed.
eternal.
Guaranteed he's going to talk about that today.
You know what
not
eternal
only that,
means?
guys.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't
Not
mean
only
to
that,
laugh.
guys. We've got a thumbnail as well. There you go.
Oh, what is
Yeah,
it?
I see it. I see
Oh.
it. Post it on the
Who's in it?
thumbnail.
Give me the name.
Everybody's in it.
Give me the
Yeah.
name.
Is that Triple H from the from one of the WWE games? That
that's
cartoony
Kevin
one next to
Nash.
Liana? Is it
I had
Kevin
the
Nash?
Lee's in the
I
thumbnail.
just
The
seen.
Lee's
Top
in
left.
it.
Oh, it's Kevin Nash because he did one of the
Kojima!
cameos.
Kojima.
Howard?
Kojima, no.
Wait, Sam.
Oh,
Sam,
is that
read, I
David
can't
J.
see.
Lee?
I can't see it so clearly. You read it, Sam. Who are the names? Just give me the names.
So am I to assume that that's iJustine then at the top left?
Yes, it is.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Who's the guy? Oh, is that the
That's
That's
Gamer
Gamer J.
J. Lee.
Lee.
Gamer
Gamer
J.
J.
Lee?
Lee.
Yeah. I don't know who this guy is either. Who's this? The one on the left.
I don't know.
I do not know.
But the rest are
Someone
John
in the
Rambo,
chat
the
saying,
quartering,
huh?
stuttering Craig,
Yep.
Panda Lee, Kevin Nash, Kojima. I think this is Mr. Ludacris and Destiny.
Yes.
And
And
the other
Destiny.
two guys, I legitimately have no idea.
So wait, the other two.
Someone's saying
Vaille's on
Hutch
the
from
right. That's
Machinima
Alex
in the
Valle on
chat.
the right. Yep.
Oh.
Alex Valle's on the right. Left, I still don't know though. It's not Air Raid Lord, I don't believe. Alex Valle is on the right. So wow. Okay. Quick thoughts. I'm pretty pumped if we got iJustine, to be honest, because that one
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
You know what's going to make
and
him
also
mad?
Gamer J. Lee. All right, go ahead,
yeah,
Sam. Sorry.
You know what's going to make him mad? Cat's not on it, but Panda is.
I think
yeah.
he'll be. I think he'll be annoyed that Panda Lee's on the thumbnail.
Well,
Yeah.
Cat doesn't
Yeah.
fit
At
in the
least
frame.
he says every single time everybody else has a thumbnail, references her, has an emote, whatever. He says, "Oh,
Yep.
she's out of my life for years." Blah 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 blah. So I know it's a documentary about his life, quote unquote, but I reckon internally, whether he says it or not, that's definitely annoyed him that Panda Lee's on there.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
I'm not a huge fan of these videos, but that's a great thumbnail. That is. I
That's
love
a
it.
great thumbnail.
Yeah.
That's going to change the game a little bit because one of the things we were going to draft is if they bring up iJustine, but I guess she's in it. So big ups to iJustine making an appearance. That was just in case anyone doesn't know that she said iJustine got where she is because she was gang banging the EA executives. Just
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
a little bit of
What's
a
Destiny on
little
there?
bit of a
Was he had
history
beef
there.
with Destiny.
No, Destiny has made fun of Philip even as recently as this week.
Oh,
Because
wow,
someone brought it up
really?
on my stream, said Destiny talked about DSP, and I clicked the video and I was like, let me check the chapter, and it said DSP is no longer a lolcow. I was like, holy shit, is Destiny doing this too? Are we like that level now? But no, it's just Destiny making fun of the BMWs and not giving it an oil change because the car didn't tell him he needed an oil change. So Destiny is still. And then the guy with Destiny says like, wait, are we? Are we like the crazy people now? DSP is not a lolcat, but no, they shit on him the whole time, so it's fine.
Good.
Well, we're gonna find out tomorrow at fucking what was it? It says 5 o'clock. My
Here we go.
time, I think.
Everyone's saying check out the timestamps. Here we go. Let's have a
Oh,
look.
timestamps. Oh
There's
my
fucking
god.
loads of them.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
Wait. Our game is done now, but I don't care. Go through the timestamps, Sam. Please read them.
Okay, right. Okay, we've got the significance of fighting game community. Darkside Phil enters the scene. So it's Darkside Phil enters the scene. Sorry.
Okay.
Top haters / impact. 2005 American champion.
Wait, hold on. Some people are saying they don't want spoilers. Well, should we do a spoiler or not?
A spoiler warning.
I suppose you should
already
probably
started.
just say it goes all the way, including and past the bank leaks and a bunch of other shit that you would want to be included. It looks like, judging by the if you don't want to hear every single one. Like,
What do you think?
Everyone's fucking saying carry on, so I'm going to do it. I think.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I really like the last couple. I think.
Okay, go ahead.
Right, where did I get to? Okay, 2005 American Champion, Darkside Phil YouTube, DSP Smash, Da Butthead. I don't know what that is.
Oh, the Butthead. The Butthead is a very
the controller
old
Smash, isn't it? Compilation.
The compilation of him slamming controllers made by the Butthead,
Brilliant.
who has some awesome
Perfect.
beats that you don't play.
Oh my god, dude!
It's a
guys,
short chapter.
Okay, yeah.
They get to from the 1 minute mark, 120-minute mark onwards. It's all like 2014 and more recent stuff. So this this is not gonna dwell on the old days of Phil.
no.
I made a
damn.
point of the I thought of that earlier, and I was like, where did Frederick Knudsen get to? And it was like 2016, and he hasn't even met Cat yet at that point. And it's like, why dwell on that shit? Like, we know it's what Phil wants, but we need a documentary that goes from that point onwards. So I think it's a smart move to move on from there, because where do we reckon it changes? It gets to that point.
Keep going though. Keep going.
Sorry. Building opposition, cooking with the king, not poorly cooking with the king, just cooking. Wealth and controversy, Panda Lee, Project 7, financial waste.
You know what that means, boys? Yeah. Figures.
Yeah.
No, it'd be that list of games that we found.
There'd be that video when he's showing. Well, there's a few of them videos of that old when he lived in the condo of just statues.
Yep. Statues, BMWs, second
Blu-rays.
BMW.
Fucking
All right, go ahead,
hell.
Sam. Go ahead.
So we have trolls make themselves known at an hour and 6 minutes in.
Yeah. Okay.
So is that where we get this is how you don't play? I'm guessing that's where that happens. Moving to Washington, continued financial waste and controversy. So then we get John Rambo speaks out. The camera has been on the whole time. So there we are.
Listen, I hope that's quick, because we got that.
Yeah.
We got
only 2
that.
minutes.
So
Okay, good.
that's coming up to where we get to in the Frederick Knudsen doc then. So we're
That's still longer than it took him to.
What's the time? What's the minute mark at this point?
to that point, up to that chapter, it's 1 hour and 40 minutes. And the documentary has another 2 hours left.
Almost about
Yes.
halfway through.
There we go.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Where are we? Downfall setting in. So, fake engagement ring. Perfect.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Machinima out, Pultavi in. That's where it ends the other documentary. That point, Pultavi.
Yeah, it's when he's editing it.
Okay, the
and
game
then
still
Panda
works,
break
by the
up,
way.
so it's-
With these titles, my game still works, so that's good. But go ahead.
We still got a lot of financial waste to go, guys.
Right. So then we get the breakup and then continued downfall.
What else could you say there, guys? Come on.
I like the thought of a couple of minutes there of just depressed Phil Instagram pictures. And,
The one with the one where he's holding the hand of the sleeve, where he's saying he's had to turn the heating on his fucking
Oh god,
every
so
time
bad.
one pop up out of nowhere, bro. That one kills me.
Right. So then 10 minutes later, we get owes money to IRS. New relationship. Phil is a meme.
Yep.
Taxes.
Wonder what those are. Hope you don't have to pay those every year.
This one's interesting to come where it does. Believes internet likes him now. Comes at that point.
That's after what?
So after, met Cat, Phil is a meme.
The debunk stream.
No. Oh, that could be Debunk or Vest Streak happened right about then too, remember?
No, the Vest Streak was post-COVID, but the Jared stuff is earlier.
I can tell you it's not Vest Streak because that comes up later, but there's a couple of these that I really like where there's a chapter name and then a great one after it that relates to it. So So we've got believes internet likes him now, and then the next chapter is the internet does not like Phil. Starting to like this guy. January harvest.
January harvest. What year are we in? Kind of. That's
presumably 2017.
2017.
No, it can't be though.
No,
can't because we haven't had Vest Street yet.
2018. So
no, Vest Street was 2020.
2020.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'm getting my
2018. Cat moves in. 2020 is Vest Streak.
Yeah.
January harvest.
Don't know.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah, because the next one's bankruptcy. So
yeah,
just before then. Don't know. WWE champions! ! And that's a long ass chapter.
Yeah,
compared to some of them. That's nearly 20 minutes. That bit.
Wow.
Art imitates life.
Oh man.
Yeah, exactly. Vest Streak comes next. Then we've got financial tracking and established trolling.
Okay, we're gonna get a shout out in this one. That's for sure.
Leaks.
Yeah.
Maybe. Then we get bank leaks, which is 5 minutes. VTuber destruction.
That's from Breath of the Wild, right?
Yeah.
Of course,
the Zelda game.
Yeah, she's laughing.
Oh yeah,
it's Tears of the Kingdom.
And then
that Gilbo.
Oh yeah, because their reaction went viral, did?
Yeah, that was the whole TikTok section, wasn't it? Yeah. And then my favorite one of these wants a good image and then does not get a good image. And then outro. That's it. There you go.
Well, there you go.
Well,
that outro's got to be like 40 minutes long. With like, since this video recorded, Phil started doing this. And
I was going to say, doesn't he do? He does addendums and stuff to some of them, doesn't he? I mean, he's going to have to do something. The last month alone, like things have like accelerated sort of quite rapidly with DSP's sort of like lore and timeline. So I feel like he's going to have to like do a little like add-on part within the next like 18 months or something, isn't he?
Potentially.
I think, that's a good point. Big Guy says once a good image, that could be the interview with side scrollers. Absolutely. Especially with Craig, with Craig on the thumbnail. I mean, that's probably going to show up. But yeah, I think all of us, I would say our hopes for this raised a few points. Safe to say. Meerkat, what about you?
Down.
Okay. So for me, and in general, when people watch something, let's say a movie or for most experiences in general, you tend to remember the beginning and the end. The beginning of this is him being an absolute toxic piece of shit in the fighting game community. And the end is the side scrollers, people making fun of him for being trash in video games, bank leaks, financial tracking, and WWE Champions time. So he's getting out of this looking like not a very good boy.
As he should.
Yes. But his recent newfound success is going to make him disregard most of this when he's watching it, because basically it doesn't apply to him anymore. It's outdated because now people like him because he made friends and his friends told other people to give him money.
Yeah.
Because in reality, his views haven't gone up. His community hasn't become more lively and whatever. It's only exclusively translated into money.
From like a select few people as well.
Exactly. It's still just it could be the same whales, like I've said before. It could just be, he thinks, they want to portray him in a certain way, and somebody's got to cough up. So, like Meerkat says, it takes Keemstar coming on his stream to get 30,000 views. And that's it. And then another 10 for the actual, because I think he's left that stream up, hasn't he? He's left that as a whole stream, I believe.
Yeah.
And then he's uploaded the same video again as the Level 1 podcast, and that's got another 10k. But that's what we're talking about here. He had Keemstar on his stream, and we're not talking anything more than your average detractor gets, I would say.
That was, can I just say, and again,
go ahead.
Like, obviously, like, I think Phil's a dickhead, but like relatively unbiased. That was so fucking boring, dude.
Oh, the Keemstar thing?
Boring. Even from like Keemstar's point of view, like, what was he doing, dude? Just having like a nice little chit chat of DSP. I get it, like, okay, we'll bury the hatchet and we'll chat for 20 minutes, but it was just so boring, bro. The whole thing, there's just nothing really of import. He just asked obvious stuff about lolcow live. Keemstar just mused about life and being a content creator. It's just nonsense, man. It's just so much hot air. I don't know what
Keemstar's entire idea of being on the show with DSP was to get him to go on lolcow live, and
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it was 100%. I guarantee you.
Because I think he will turn up on there, right? At the next point, at some point in the next 2 or 3 months. Now, you think he will turn up on lolcow live?
I don't think so. No. For him, it's a matter of the DSP
Morals.
principle. Yes, morals, and also he's in this point where he's not directly going on any other show unless he's gonna make money. Yeah. That's why Keemstar came on his show. That's why he's looking for all these different collabs. He's realized the value in himself as a fucking joke, and he's gonna monetize himself.
Yeah.
Yep. And here's the thing, though. Even if Keem can't get him on, he is still going to. I think he's already talked about like talking to Wings and stuff. So Keem is going to get content out of it one way or the other.
Yeah.
Obviously, the ideal is to have DSP on your show. But if DSP talks to people and says insane shit like they're going to, everyone wins in that case in the internet, which is all the high tide raises all ships, right? So if he talks to Destiny, it's going to be good for everyone because he's going to say insane shit on that stream.
Oh, he can't.
If he talks to
Destiny, bro. Whatever.
You know, I'm saying anyone huge. If he talks to Mudahar, we all win. Yeah. We all win no matter who he talks to with a big name. If he talks to PewDiePie, we all win. If he talks to, who Notch, holy shit, we all win.
Yep.
It's just.
And speaking of which, he says that he sent out a bunch of feelers out to people.
Yeah.
So he's been going on DMs. He's been there was DMs of Keemstar. So Keemstar showed his DMs, and DSP is in there arranging meetings with some people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The wrestling channel Cultaholic reached out to him.
I saw that. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. This is basically the wrestling IGN. They're just like ball fondlers and window lickers up in there. But they have DSP as one of their running memes from time to time, and they joke about him on Twitter. So they would like to have him on. And he's probably gonna do something with who was it? I forgot. But yeah, he's looking out for people to milk this for as long as possible because he knows at some point he's gonna get back to level 1 and we're gonna be back to lunch meat sandwiches. But can you show what you got on the screen right now? Because this is very relevant to what we're talking about.
The Max thing, yeah.
Oh, me? Yeah. So another thing, because I think this happened before you guys streamed the other night, which is another thing that we probably would have spent time on, but obviously it kind of fell by the wayside. But
this was funny, bro. This was cringe as fuck as well.
Yeah, I've got a follow up to this as well. So
look at that! There's an email there. That must be how you contact him.
Yeah,
it's tough to contact. There's no way to contact Maximilian, dude. He's a very hard guy to contact. There's no email.
There it is.
Nothing.
Damn it, guys, I'm sorry. All right, I'm new to all of this. I take another L today. It was literally right fucking there, and I'm a dunce. All right, so I publicly apologize to Maximilian. I'm a fucking idiot. I should have emailed that. I had no clue that was there.
Notice how Max is muted.
This is my first.
Yep.
Well, watch this.
Reach out to people for collabs and shit. All right, but now he's gonna see the clip that I just made. I'm sorry for the drama. God damn it.
No, he won't watch it.
I just don't want him to get like bothered. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a cool dude. He makes great content. He's a very positive guy. I don't want him to feel like he's getting harassed now because I fucking did that. So I hope that does. We'll see.
Right.
Okay. You have him muted.
Muted?
What do you mean?
It's like, I do.
I do.
Huh?
Right. You got half the site muted.
Unmute?
Blocked.
Oh. Why did I have him muted?
Wait.
I don't even know why I had him muted. Seriously, that was probably ancient. Like, that was probably like an ancient mute from like 100 years ago. Probably at one point, my detractors tweeted him or something.
Instantly blame somebody else.
Yeah, and
instantly.
We know actually why it was muted, right?
I know. I've got the fucking video right here.
So wait. Philip just said Ancient Mute, which is my favorite Pokemon, by the way, is Ancient Mute. What Philip said is Detractor's fault. Okay? I said it first, Snood, so you felt it. So Detractors were the reason that he muted Max. Sam, could you please play that beautiful footage?
Yeah, I mean, this is even better than I think you might think. Actually, here we go. Sorry,
Snood. We love Snood
all along. That this is bad. It's toxic. It's really bad for the gaming community because people don't know what to trust anymore, and it needs to fucking stop. You have to judge people fairly. But yet at the same time, you have to take stuff with a grain of salt and understand that whenever you're watching a stream, whenever you're watching a video from someone like this, it may be a paid advertisement. It may not even be their legitimate opinion about something if it says hashtag ad on it. It could be bullshit that they're getting paid to say. In essence,
actually.
It's the same as any ad that's running on TV or an ad you see running on a YouTube video. Guess what happens when those ads pop up? You skip them, right? So then why are you watching?
Sorry for the full context, but I guess
I like full context.
That content over there that says hashtag ad on it. Skip that too.
Mm-hmm.
Watch my content.
Shit. Like I said, I'm not even lying. I almost muted Maximilian Dude in my Twitter feed last night, but I didn't. I almost.
And this was over what?
So it was
ads.
Yeah, I think he had
hashtag. It was multiverses, wasn't it?
Was it? Or was it? I remember. Wasn't there a whole thing about him having like Just Eat or something like that? Didn't we make make a bit of fun out of it at one point? I don't know if that was Max. I can't remember, but it was some. Oh, HelloFresh. There we go. Yeah.
HelloFresh. Yep.
Yeah. It was one of those things, and it prompted this.
Had it as a sponsor.
Yeah, he had a sponsor on his Twitter feed. Mm-hmm. You know, the kind of thing you do when you don't beg your audience for money. You have an ad that people just ignore for 10 seconds.
And not only that, when you're lucky and blessed and have worked hard enough to be in that position as a streamer / YouTube content creator person, that you're able to have sponsorships like that and make money. I mean, fancy that.
I cannot fucking believe this guy lied about muting somebody on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yes.
I cannot believe.
So, if you're keeping track today, we've showed you quite a few, let's say, inconsistencies.
Eyes are particularly bulgy on this one, aren't they?
Yeah.
That is a great still.
Can we take a look at his absolutely unhinged tweet about Kauffman in Warhol?
Oh yeah, I got it.
In LTG, like this dude.
Yeah,
something we didn't talk about.
Please get local time for these as well.
Yeah. Okay, so hold on. We're on it. So
something we didn't talk about. This boy, after years of shit talking Twitter Premium and Elon Musk, he bought Twitter Premium.
Yeah.
And now he got a check mark, and he can write paragraphs for days. He got unlimited length, and
look
you can
how
see
obnoxious he can be now. It's great.
Right, so, but the video we showed you, that's the entire controversy. By the way, this is a controversy because what he means controversy, he means people are making fun of him about it. Yeah. And when I say making fun of him about it, we're kind of just showing you what he said. You know, that's most of what people do on Twitter.
And
listen to what Philip
said.
A
little giggle about it, really, isn't it? Like, really, that's
you say
all
something
it is.
stupid, people laugh at stupid thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of it. But okay, let me read the tweet for you here. Today's big controversy in the fantasy world of Distractor land. I kept saying Andy Warhol instead of Kauffman on the podcast, then jokingly blamed it all on chat when they corrected me. In reality, I had no idea I'd even said Warhol to begin with, and nobody thought it was a big deal. We all laughed. Unless you are an obsessed idiot looking to point out every single flaw I have and consider this a major case of gaslighting, of course, they'd really live in an alternate universe. So just to recap,
the real
alternate universe. Yeah.
The one that actually exists.
Yeah.
Bro.
I like that.
You do it like it's not even that deep. Like people aren't having entire streams talking about it. Like, do you know what I mean? You're just bringing it up, laughing at you, bro, because you're in the spotlight.
It's because you're so insecure that you can't just go, oh yeah, I've got it mixed up in my head. I was thinking
time
of that.
Did he tweet his time?
This was 3:20 a.m. That's my time though, right? So his time was 1 a.m. I get 1:20.
But still.
Yeah,
but still, like I don't know. I don't know. Again, I know when I say I know a lot of us stream, and a lot of us like do things, have jobs, and have other stuff going on. But he finishes his night stream. What time does he finish? 9 a.m. Nearly 10 a.m. At 10
the
p.m.
PM.
Sorry.
Oh,
PM,
your
yeah,
guys'
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, your PM.
No, for us it's like 4 till 6 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
What time does he finish his time?
10
p.m.
9:30 or something, 9:30, 10
So
p.m. his time.
this guy that has no time, that constantly is talking about this. I want to make this clear. Like this, when you say about him lying and all this stuff, even just being up this late doing this sort of stuff. Okay, I know from like again personal experience. Like you've got time. This is the guy. This guy is staying up into the early hours, playing games, doing whatever he is. He's online. He's fucking around. This guy's got plenty of time, and a lot of the time he's just using it to tweet bullshit at people. Like he comes on and says about how hard he works, and he tells all this story. And again, it's just one of these things where he just don't put 2 and 2 together, and he'll just tweet this shit out brazenly, completely unaware of how it makes him look. And like, I know it sounds like you're reading into it a lot, but it's obvious. Like, if you're up at 2 a.m. tweeting out fucking LTG, you got time to make some layouts, bro. You got time to make some fucking shit for your stream and do some of this other stuff you say you can't do.
Well, clearly you don't operate a household.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Clearly, you don't operate a bottle of alcohol.
So, I mean, to move past this, he said, in reality, I had no idea I'd even said Warhol to begin with.
Yeah.
I don't want to play the clip again, but how can you say that?
Yeah.
You process thought like cognitively. You process speech like as it goes through your mind and then comes out of your mouth. You are conscious of what you're saying.
Yeah.
There is no way you could forget you said that. Not like 30 seconds afterwards. Not like 30 seconds of going, Warhol. What, Kauffman? Why did I said Kauffman? Why did I say Warhol? No excuse. You're just fucking gaslighting people into believing that you're in the right because you're that insecure. It's amazing.
So, needless to say, this is another just direct lie to the people that are watching him, which I would find extremely disrespectful for any content creator on earth to lie straight to you and think you're stupid enough to buy it. Yeah. I know some people do, but those are the people we call a certain word. Not mouth droolers. That's what Philip calls. I don't say mouth droolers. There's another word that people call them because they believe his lies endlessly and still support them. And they also support other things like defending pedophiles. But we'll move past
meaningful?
that point. Oh, yes, meaningful. Correct. I just stick with mouth droolers because that's fine, right? That's totally fine. Okay, real quick, we can move on. This is where I think I'm hoping, actually, because if Joon made this connection, that means he went truly into the trenches. Okay, so this is what I think the reference of that that picture was. Okay, he's talking about Starfield, just for the record. Let's talk about Starfield.
There's 1,000 planets. First of all, that's false. There's probably going to be a bunch of major planets, and then there's going to be moons or asteroids. But they're still going to count those as planets, even though they're not. As long as it's something that's landable and interactable, they say it's a planet. Doesn't mean it's a planet, but they're going to call it a planet anyway. Okay? So right off the bat, let's say you have the solar system. Every moon in the solar system will count as a planet, even though all those moons will be boring. Except for maybe the human moon. I guarantee you.
Yes.
Oh, fucking hell.
I hope that was a reference to that. I'm not confident it was, but I hope it was. Yeah, because human moons, I mean, they're the best, honestly. We could all agree on that. The human moons are the best. They are the best moons. Okay, real quick, let's get to LTG, if you don't mind, boys. So, again, in our 20 minutes after we completely lied to everyone on Twitter and said we didn't even realize we said Andy Warhol, we said this about our boy LTG. The BBC Energy in the house.
Completely unprovoked once again. Half 1, 1:45 in the morning, his time, completely unprovoked, and he tweets this.
And like LT says, 20 minutes after tweeting the most insane nonsense. Like it's just onto something else.
Yeah. Tweet, gin, pull, and we said, okay, who's next? Who's next? The king's chopping block. All right.
It just goes to show, though, doesn't it? Like this shit's on his mind, and has been ever since.
It's all he's got.
Yeah.
It's all he's got. This is his life. Like this is all he's got.
If low tier God would climb out of his castle which I found funny because I thought you're the king right now, brother. You
Yeah,
have the
I
castle,
wondered
that.
you know.
Yeah.
I thought you have the castle now. To be a level one
Yeah,
podcast,
the Ivory Tower. No, Phil.
Ah, yes. But I have a respectful, normal conversation with me. It would break the internet. Just like if he'd played me in Street Fighter 6 last year during Evo weekend as I proposed, but he declined, called me a clout chaser, and blocked me. Is there any way to make this man see reason? I just want to make the match of the millennium happen. What's wrong with that? He would make 5,000 easy from his viewers, and that's what he asked me to pay for his time. Yes, for real.
Oh my god, this is just like the Cloud saga. This guy is so starving for fucking clout. He's willing to reach out to anybody. I wonder all the people he's reached out to. I really want to know who.
Yeah, behind the scenes,
definitely
yeah.
a bunch of people that he had beef with in the past. I can guarantee that. And he's like, "Oh man, you should come on the Level 1 podcast." Wink, wink. You're gonna get so much good publicity, and we're gonna have a civil conversation. Why would it break the fucking internet if two guys who are known for being anything but civil have a civil conversation?
Yeah, exactly. And if the Keemstar one only got like 30k plus 10k, like really, is this going to do any better? It's not really breaking the internet numbers, is it? I don't know.
I mean, obviously he thinks it's very important right now. And talking to LTG, his biggest like rival, remember the black
alleged
DSP or whatever
rival
thing?
out
Yeah.
of nowhere. I was going to ask, can you
Yep.
potentially, it's only like, I don't know, 50 seconds long. Have you seen the LTG Barber video?
LTG Barber video?
Have any of you seen the video of like someone in the chat will know? I can't remember. If I can find it really quickly.
Okay, I
There's
got
like
it.
a
50
there's
seconds,
like
I
a
found it.
barber on
Okay.
I think TikTok or something like that who made like a content video. And
Okay, here
it's
we go. 50
LTG.
seconds. You ready, Sam? Here we go.
Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
What's the deal, you guys? It's your boy Chopping Daily. Yes, you read
Check
the
this
caption right. In
And he
2024,
talks
we
about it on
adding
his stream. He got
concealer.
annoyed.
We making the flyest cuts out here. And the only reason I apply it, guys, is because a lot of clients don't have clear skin. So on the very bottom of the
dude.
fade, that's what we want to clear up.
This is a curls and twirls moment.
Bro.
Curls and twirls.
I'm trying to get the best cut possible. All my clients looking fresh and right. So tap in,
Peanut
guys.
butter
Barbers,
complexion, innit?
update your toolbox. Because if you don't, you're gonna get left behind.
Sam, is it reminding you of Crichton's head?
A little bit, yeah.
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 That just killed me when I saw it, right? He got annoyed on his stream. He said, like, as soon as he got home, he said, as soon as I got home, I whacked it off and all this. It was brilliant.
What was the touch? He's touched by the hand of God and wakes up.
Yeah,
Look at this.
Yeah, and they at the end,
Watch,
and he
watch.
looks up, bro. LTG's wild.
Boom. What the fuck?
Like a cat.
LTG's wild.
Yeah. He's just seen the light. Look, it's coming for you.
I think it is just like when the barber tries to get you to move your head back a little bit, but then he uses it as an excuse to like do his what's the
That was his headshot.
fucking-
That was his headshot.
Zoolander
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
Zoolander,
yeah.
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, the first comment is, "I'm a heterosexual man."
Yeah.
Well, that was a good field trip. Thank you, Mark One. All right, before we get to our game here, we do have to get to one more thing that we would be remiss not to mention. So, on Thursday, if you can believe it, we are feasting. Our next course this week, maybe dessert course, I don't know. Is Craig going on Level 1 podcast right now? Well, that's the plan, okay? But Philip had some very interesting conditions to that, and let's listen to that real quick before we get to our game here.
Like, I have no problem with that. Sounds good to me, you know. But we hadn't locked it in yet because basically he came back and he goes, "Well, am I going to have opportunity to ask you questions too? Like when Keemstar was on your show, you said, "Hey, do you have any questions for me?" And he didn't really have any, but are you going to ask me if I can ask you questions too? And I went back to him, and this is officially the last time that I really spoke with him. I said, "Craig, you had 5 hours to ask me whatever questions you wanted a year and a half ago."
He's
Okay,
so
so real
angry.
quick-
Look at his face. Like,
So just to flip that means DSP, you had 5 hours to explain your case and make Craig believe what you said. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's
You
can
had
also flip it
5
the other way.
hours because you talked for 4 hours and 50 minutes in circles.
Yes. So here we go.
Very well did.
Yep.
Your appearance on my show is not meant to be the DSP interview part 2 for you.
You already had that. Null did that, but go ahead.
Had your chance. Then all this crap happened after. The appearance is to hash out what happened, so we don't have to be at each other's throats anymore.
Did you listen?
I'm not going to have you interviewing me again. This already, and I even told him. I said this week my documentary from Joon the King.
Okay,
is coming
hold
out
on.
Monday.
Yep, go ahead.
Why are we talking about hashing out what happened? I don't think Craig has a problem with what happened.
No,
it's
no.
DSP
No, he
having a
doesn't.
problem with what happened.
No.
Did you listen
By the
to
way-
Craig talk about
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't.
Like,
I just
Craig
heard
was-
his. Yeah,
Craig
go
was
ahead.
basically like they would like he told it how it happened, and he wasn't saying I want to go back on there and like he was saying I'll go back. Obviously, I'll go and talk to him. He gets like he's like feels annoyed that we talked about him the day after. I don't think that's what we did, but whatever. But at no point is Craig saying I'm going to go back on there and grill him again. He was almost like not being apologetic, but he was saying, yeah, obviously, if he's got grievances, I'll go on and That's what he means. He just means, well, am I going to be allowed to like push back a little bit? Like, if I think you're like lying, because if they're going to talk about how I treated you, I'm going to give you reasoning and say, look, this is why I said that because you gave these answers. Like, that's all he means. It's obvious. DSP just like again spurging out every time he
Taking his literal
fucking name. He loses his mind, dude.
Yep.
Do you know what Craig should do? Very quickly.
Say what?
He should answer every question with, well, okay, let me ask you this, Phil. And then flip it back on him like Phil did.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you think. What do you think my detractors thought of that one, Phil?
And okay, just to make it very clear, what Philip is pissed about is the next day they read super chats that they received during the interview that were all extremely negative towards Philip. So let's talk about the alternative options Craig had. We could stop the interview, read through super chats for an hour, which would waste Philip's time, correct? And would also be extremely, extremely negative towards him while he's just sitting there doing nothing. So remember, Craig did Philip an insane favor by not reading the super chats that day. Because do you think Philip wants to hear super chats about how he gave Panda the pill and said see you later? You want to hear that, Philip?
Not only that, I watched that entire stream and they were laughing at some points just because of what the people were saying, but at multiple times, not Adam, because it's clear Adam don't like him and didn't believe him. At multiple times, Craig was saying, I want the best for Phil. I want him to move on. I want him to better himself effectively. At no point was he just laughing, going, yeah, he was lying. He said he didn't believe him, but the whole time, whatever people think of that guy, he was like super neutral with him the whole time and has remained so this whole time, really.
That's right, but this is kind of what you have to say, even if you don't like your guest. This is if this is your full-time job running an online show, this is what you have to say. You can't say, wow, I think DSP is such a fucking piece of shit, and we made fun of him on the show.
Yep. I mean, in the end, this is how it goes. Philip had 5 hours to explain his case. In the end, two gentlemen didn't believe it. Like the rest of the internet doesn't believe it. But Philip is pissed because they didn't blindly believe it. And that's the only thing he's pissed about, right? And
Casino don't believe it. And they like him allegedly.
Yeah.
Kino Casino made Philip say, you play champions, dude, just like Hogan. And Hogan doesn't lie, right? I mean,
the king of champions. He's the king of champions. So what? You're the king of champions.
I want to go back to something that Steve said. What if Craig just flips the script on DSP and answers as if DSP was answering? Well, you know what I've noticed? Whenever somebody is using the same tactics and the same deflections and the same gaslightings as DSP notices that. He picks up on that. He calls that out.
Yeah.
This has happened multiple times during the React streams. And it is pretty remarkable how this guy can notice his own tricks in other people and then still pull those tricks because they work. They work. You can't blame him.
Yep. So that should be fun on Thursday if it happens. I don't see... I know Craig is out to give Philip closure or whatever, but is Craig just going to get there and get yelled at and then say, okay, thanks, Philip. Yep. Hope that helps you. Is that what the goal is? Because I don't think that's...
I think Phil's goal is to get an apology, isn't it?
Yeah, he wants
For
to,
what?
He wants to definitely...
For
he
what?
might not... He ain't
you tell me, man. I don't know.
Fuck you thing or whatever, but he definitely wants to sit there and say... He wants some sort of contrition, doesn't he? He wants to hear the guy say, I'm sorry you feel that way or some weird thing. He wants to definitely... get his weird little like ego boost. The same thing he does with like email me like why you should be unbanned and all that. He wants that regardless of everything else. He can like sniff the content as well, but he definitely wants like to like, again, quote unquote, shout at the guy a little bit. Definitely.
He does. He wants to vent. He wants to vent. He wants to get off all this shit he's had in his chest for the last year and a half. And even if there's like no validity to it, even if it's only like his perceived slights and the way Craig acted was actually
every time they bring it up, he says about. He keeps mentioning because everyone likes me now. He don't even say. He said it a couple of times. Oh, because I'm on a redemption arc. But he goes to this weird thing of everyone likes me now. That's such a fucking insane thing to say, by the way. Everyone likes me now. To just throw that out there whilst you're angrily ranting about some other content creator who last talked to you like over a year ago. Everyone likes me now.
Even if it was true, but this cunt. Like.
Show your hand a little bit more, bro.
Even if it was true, though, like it would still be a weird thing to say. But in this case, it really isn't true. Like you'd come off as like arrogant, and it would be weird. But like in this case, it's not true. Like, yes, there's a small corner of the internet that might think it's funny to say, oh, he's the king now, and give him a bit of money. But
there's not a huge tidal shift again, like towards DSP.
No,
I'm not downplaying this when I say that whenever he sees people quote unquote liking him, and that's been the big narrative during this whole redemption arc, it's literally because he is not as bad as a rapist, pedophile, molester, abuser. Literally. That's the thing I hear everywhere. Well, DSP is not as bad as Ethan Ralph. And that's the same thing Kino Casino say. Which, I mean, I agree with objectively. That is true. But still, that's like being the nicest guy in prison. Hey, this guy is just in prison over bank fraud. He didn't fucking rape children, so he's a pretty nice guy.
Exactly. He doesn't he doesn't invalidate or like remove criticisms of him or make what he does any less work. Like shit. Just like if your defense is I'm not as bad as these people, so I need to reassess things where you are. It's not the best defense to go.
He wants people to use the same defense he used on Derek. Remember? Well, outside of all that stuff, he's nice.
I just know him when they're here. When they're here, they're not fucking kids, so they're probably all right.
He's in my chat room. He's not doing anything wrong. He's a cool guy.
Like he's got another tab open. He's doing both at the same time.
So we'll see. I just go ahead.
Oh, go on. He brought up saying like he didn't. I thought it's such a minor thing, but he brought up like he doesn't bring any of that stuff into my chat. But he did copy and paste a title of
and again, it was just the whole. It was the whole way he tried to just lay on that. Well, it's outside. Basically, it was like it's outside my stream, so it's nothing to do with me. It was his basically entire argument. He admitted everything. He knew who he was. He knew people said about this stuff that he did in chat for literal years, bro. Years. Come on now. And not only that, did anyone see him ban the guy? Has the guy been back there on a sock account? Like, come on now. You really think he's going away that easy?
Someone mentioned a user called GE Force.
He didn't exactly. I'm not saying
I'm not sure
necessarily should have like publicly denounced the little cunt, but at least like he just very begrudgingly said to these guys, "Oh, okay, I'll ban him." That's it.
And then
like I said this on my fucking stream. It doesn't matter how long the person's been there, and like if you find out there's some heinous shit that somebody did in your fucking chat, like you ban them. And you're not, there's like they're gone. Like that's it. You might not necessarily sit there slagging them off for 20 minutes, but it's not going to be a situation you have to think about. You're not going to say, "Oh, I wish they weren't a fucking pedo," because there was a nice member of the chat. You're going to be like, "Oh my fucking god, can you believe this person was in my chat and they did this?" Like, fuck that guy. They're gone.
And you know he was emailing him.
Yeah,
like, Gary, this happened. I have to do 100%. This.
Oh yeah, give me the excuse. That's why it's not a king W to be to ban a pedophile
and probably
after getting berated 20 minutes to do it, and then your first words after agreeing are, "I'm sad for 2 reasons."
Yeah. Oh my god,
that is what he said. Okay, I want to put this as simple as I can. Philip has known about Derek for years, and he would say that him fucking self. People have been telling me about him for years, is what he told the Kino Casino gentleman. All right. Then
he said Casino, no, first time I've heard about it.
Yeah, starts with I don't know anything about him. First, I'm hearing about it. Then later, when they keep berating him, he then says, "Yeah, I've been hearing about this for years." Then he agrees to ban him, and then his next words out of his mouth are, "I'm sad for 2 reasons."
Yeah.
Okay, and then he continues, goes back, and says, "Outside of that stuff, he's nice in my chat."
Yeah.
How much do you have to defend a pedophile before people see that you have? It's just not a cool thing to do.
Yeah,
no,
it's
the opposite of a King W. Yeah,
No,
this is straight up like a political discussion, man. Because sometimes this whole discussion, like detractors versus DSP, feels like politics, where you got 2 opposing parties and you got to ignore the retards in your party, because otherwise you're not going to be the good guy, and you're supposed to be the good guy. So you turn a blind eye to it. And you try and like do some fucking weird ass mental gymnastic. That's what he was doing here. And he was very upfront with it. And he just straight up said it. I can't just ban this guy because then my trolls win. It's like, bro.
Yeah.
Again, we're getting very political. And this is really bad. And it hurts all kind of communication.
This whole thing with Kino and all these people, like, regardless of the reason, whether it's content or not, if that's the guy you want to stand next to, and break bread with and be like, oh, you was a bit of a cunt, but so were we. Like, bro, that's on you. Okay? That's on all them people. So, like, regardless of whether you know the fucking law or not, and you know how much of a cunt this guy is, even just that alone, those 20 minutes of him, like, the guy says to him, like, DSP's like nervously laughing. There's one bit where the guy says to him, that's just delusional. And DSP does this weird thing where he kind of does, like, he did it a few times on side scrollers. He kind of laughs like they're telling a joke, like they're both in on it, even though it's like he's saying to hundreds or thousands of people, like, you're lying, dude. Like, what's the matter with you? Again, you're like, effectively, you're defending a pedophile. Like, you're delusional. And he's just laughing about it, like, nervously. Like, it's just, if that's the guy you want to stand next to or gas up or whatever it is you're going to do, that's on you, bro.
But it's the sort of thing that should sort of transcend like the political boundaries, because I think most of us would come together and go, yeah, paedophiles, bad. We shouldn't have them in our community.
People that hurt kids should be removed from society. I don't care why they do it or what's
he removed from life. Removed from life.
Be removed from society.
Dude, he was mad that he had to do it. That's why he was sad. That's one of the reasons why he was sad, that he had to do this.
They won. Mainly
he
because
didn't
they
want
won.
to do it.
Not because he's a scumbag and that sort of thing should be away from his community, whether he can stop it or not. It was because his detractors would say, ha, we got you to ban a paedophile. Okay, dude.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, to his point that he's not responsible for his community. That's one thing that stuck out to me. Like I said, when ALT was restreaming it, like, he hasn't got much of a community, and you can't. It's hard to call it that because, like, I've been into it before, but like, there's nowhere for them to congregate other than his stream. No. But it's still a community, and it goes to show how much he cares about them. If he's not willing to do something like this, I don't think honestly he thinks of it as a community. It's just the faceless chat, isn't it?
He does. I feel like he does when it comes to money, like in terms of like we can hit the goal, guys. But then when it comes to actually, I'm fine with keeping this dangerous individual in your community. This is you guys have to put up with him.
This is one of those things that, when people ask about why you don't like DSP or whatever, like, if you actually know the law about him, this is one of those things that gets people who actually stream or they're in a community, they make YouTube videos, because you all know how much you put into this and how much time it takes to build a community and to actually give a shit about the people who are watching your content, learning who they are, and going through this whole process. We know how much this guy's lying. We know how much he genuinely cares about the people actually in the chat, what they do with their personal lives, helping them versus they're just a way to keep him affording his lifestyle. That's one of the main reasons it pisses me off, especially since I started streaming. That's one of the biggest reasons it pisses me off, because of how much you get out of it, socially, how much you can give back to people and that you get from them transcends all the fucking sub money and everything else you get, whether you're a big streamer or not. This is one of the big things that pisses people off, because they know he doesn't mean that. Like you just said, there's nowhere, he's got no Discord. And it's not just because of trolls, bro. Like, don't give me that. There's no people on his Twitter. There's no like after all his YouTube comments are fucking AI and people like LARPing. You can tell it's all just like nonsense. There's no real genuine thing. He's not like answering emails, telling people how to use OBS, how to get started streaming, sharing information. That's not happening, dude. He's just taking from them. He just takes from them. He doesn't know who they are. He don't care, but he pretends he has a
any
community
normal human
and family.
Yeah, any normal human in that chat, any real fan of DSP before the Kino Casino arc happened, DSP is telling you loud and clear what he thinks about you.
Yeah.
Right? Because he said years, we don't do drama on the show, we don't have to be games, we're going to do this. Well, you see how fast you get kicked to the fucking curb when the money starts rolling in. All right? So that's the long and short of it. Anyways, all right. So that's the Craig thing. Let's get to the game if we can, Sam. I think that's
it's still a quick one, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it still works. It still works. Yeah. So bring it up here. We have 23 things to choose from. And we're going to draft it one by one. The order could be the biggest penis, smallest penis, oldest, youngest. How do you want to do this? Mark one.
My question is
probably yes, go.
Well, my question is, do I bring them all up at once, or do we bring them
all up
once?
Yeah, okay, bring them up once. Then we can kind of make our.
We should all put exclamation mark measure in chat, and whoever gets the biggest girth.
Yes, definitely. Who has the biggest girth? I think Mark one wins on that one. I'm not.
Bro, I'm not. All I'm gonna say is, if you go on the internet and look for the pictures, you'll find them.
Oh.
That's how much he cares about his community, guys.
I will say, before I ever
I'm looking right now.
or any of this stuff, I started in COVID doing OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And when I was doing that, I was on Reddit and I had ever many followers doing that. And I would post. I was like, fuck, I'll just post when I'm streaming on Twitch. And I would post on there that I was going live on Twitch. And then I started streaming on Twitch as well. So go and find the pictures. Go and find the pictures. They're out there for free. They got stolen years ago.
Let me help you. I will need an extra 2 minutes after the show. Something important came up.
It's come up. All right.
Oh, yeah. So can you bring them up on the stream? Yeah.
Right. How are we going to do this? We take turns and it's like a
yeah.
draft?
So I'll do real quick. I'll just read through them all real quick, and we all draft our ones we think. So here's the list I came up with. 10-year. And if anyone out there has any questions about any of these arcs, email me, Twitter me, Discord me. Well, I'll let you know all the details because all the things are factually fucking based, very verifiable, and I've probably covered it on WPIG if we haven't covered it here first. So real quick, the list for everyone listening. 10-year plan, 2 BMW leases, measuring penis with Best Buy receipt, blaming Ant for gout, not paying Rambo, Howard respect the pack, blood work is an upsell, monkey spank, parents are on death's door scam, Jaha fight, pork fried rice, Chicky Chang Wang, chitlins, mentioning or playing a clip of that, by the way, those all count. Jaha fight, creeping on 14-year-olds at the mall. Kaching incident, was Kat's birthday meal. Want to make sure that's known. Special treatment for Derek the PDF, telling a pre-diabetic that fast food is okay. Incel manifesto, stolen tire, give her a pill, rainy day fun, Jenna, Kool-Aid girl, the Italian sauce, I Justine. I think we can remove I Justine because that's guaranteed, basically.
Yeah, we know it's there.
Catherine's restraining order and unsolicited fish pic. Okay, so all of these things are confirmed and real. Let's go I guess let's go marked one first. You get the first pick, marked one. Which one do you think that will definitely be brought up during the Joon the King documentary? Okay.
I mean, because he's talked about wasting money a lot, I'm going to go for the BMW leases.
Okay, marked one gets the BMW
There's
leases.
A lot of obvious ones. I didn't want to be too over the top, but I'm going to try and be like, get specific and get it right.
Okay, BMW is your pick. Let's go next to Meerkat, please. I got the order in my head here.
All right, so with the number 2 draft pick, I select Give Her a Pill. Obviously.
Give her a pill. Yep. Steve of the Dead, please.
I feel like, even though it's probably unlikely, I just I have to go for blood work as an upsell.
Okay.
I feel a special connection with it.
Okay, and I guess I'll go Sam next. You can choose Sam. I'll go.
I was gonna go Give Her a Pill. Stolen tire. Why not?
Okay.
Such a good arc.
With my first selection, the last pick of the first round of the minor arc of the Joon documentary, I will select Not paying Rambo, Howard, and Respect the Pack. I think that will come up if we are covering Project 7. I think that has to come up.
Almost guaranteed.
First round is down. Marked one, your second round choice, please. Just where we get into the nitty gritty here.
I'm gonna go with Chinky Chang Wang.
Okay, great
I'm
choice.
Gonna go with
Great choice.
China they say.
Get him up on the stage. Come on. All right, pork fried rice, chicken chang wang, and chitlins. Any of those options being mentioned on the stream is there. Next up, Meerkat, your second round pick, please.
I'm actually pretty split on this, but there's going to be extensive coverage on the fighting game era, so a lot of these are very viable. But I'm going to go with the Jaha fight for the second
classic.
Quotations there. When I say fight, I actually mean DSP crying and say he is an alcoholic. That's why it's quotation marks.
This
Be clear about
fight.
that. Steve of the Dead, please. Your round 2 choice.
I wanted the Jaha fight. I'm going to go with the measuring penis with the Best Buy receipt because I was there for that.
Classic choice. Measuring penis with a Best Buy receipt, and it was measuring the girth, by the way. And he also said, remember, guys, I'm black, so I hope that comes into your mind when you're thinking about my size in comparison to these other gentlemen. They are black, and that was from his own words there. Just want to be clear. We get all the details.
Fucking alien, I swear.
Next up, Fantastic Mr. Sam, round 2 selection, please.
Oh, that's actually, that's quite an easy one, I think. Parents on Death's Door scam, I think, it's got every chance. Because it's part, I feel like that's kind of part of a larger arc as well, isn't it? Like that could play into the whole. Is that the same?
Getting married.
Getting married, I'm saying that's in there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right, guys. He actually said, I'm white. Excuse me. That was Philip's description. I'm white. It means the same thing.
So
okay, I will say my next choice is my favorite OnlyFans content creator and yours. Jenna, Kool-Aid Girl, is being brought up on this documentary. Get Jenna in there.
You cannot unfuck her.
Yeah.
No matter how much you want.
That's just wishful thinking too. I do hope she makes it.
I mean,
because that
come
would
on.
require
If any of you lived in the city, would want it. Come on. At some point, just for the content, would one of you done it?
No.
You Marcus, when you would?
Yeah, definitely.
That's
Just
what it
for that.
sounds like.
If I was unattached, definitely. If I was unattached and in the universe and she was 20 minutes away, fuck yes, dude.
Dude, the guy that did it for content, he got clowned so hard. He got memed so hard. No, we're not doing it.
I've seen that video. I'm good.
Just for the experience.
And also, it's like, it's not fun if you're not the first one to do it. If I'm going to do it, it's going to be like
sloppy seconds.
Listen,
and he also... He got
got
super lucky with the whole Kool-Aid thing because nobody expected her to just pull out her phone and just bathe in Kool-Aid. That was some weird OnlyFans request somebody had or something.
Yeah.
That's DLC.
I'm not down
for your
that.
escort. I'm down with the Kool-Aid course. Anyways, not Meerkat, marked 1, round 3 selection.
There's a few good ones left on there, but I'm gonna go with blaming the aunt for gout. Gout's a good one. And that's quite like, that's relatively like iconic when he said that.
Yep. Philip said, my aunt never told me that she had gout, kind of blaming her for his own gout.
Yeah.
Not his own. It was nothing he could do, not his fault. Meerkat, will your round 3 selection, please?
Oh, for the round 3, this one is definitely not going to make the all-star team, but I'm feeling a little bit saucy, so I'm going to go with the sauce. I feel like it might have some just casual mention of, hey, DSP also used to make a Italian sauce.
Yeah, it'll be the cooking bit, won't it? Cooking. With
we
the
know
king.
there's Cooking with the King, so like that's an easy mention there.
But the Cooking with the King was pre-2014, and he made the sauce in like 2015 or something.
Yeah, I think this is going the opposite way to what Phil wants. I think we're going to get less of that shit and more of the recent stuff. By the looks of it, yeah.
Steve of the Dead, please. Round 3 selection for your team.
Again, I'm torn because I really want. just because I was there again, telling the pre-diabetic that fast food is okay.
Okay.
Even though I don't think it's going to get it because it's really niche, but
Yeah.
what a moment.
Yeah,
what a fucking
that was
moment.
a deep cut. Yep. Philip
Yeah.
famously said to Bunkay, the Alphaism radio host, that who was going through pre-diabetes. Philip said, "No, if you eat fast food in the morning, that's fine. Just drink Diet Coke with your liquor
And drinking rum. Yeah, drinking rum.
Yeah. So sounds good to me.
There's a couple of good ones still on there. I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
All
right, Sam.
I'm shocked no one's had 10-year plan yet. So I'm
that would
having
be
that.
one of the ones I'd have said is a good one. Yeah.
Okay.
Because that kind of ties in with the other one I've got.
It's part of the parents' marriage.
And the money,
true,
in general. There's a lot of talk about continued downfall, wasting money in those timestamps, and that's all of this shit is tied into like his constant like story of needing money to pay for everything.
There are two up there for me that if even though it sounds like it's going to be awesome, we'll see how it is. But two on there that if they aren't there, I will feel a twinge of disappointment. So I will attempt to take those two for my last choices. For round 3 choice from LT Insider will be the Incel Manifesto, please.
Okay.
I do hope
that's almost a
that
must.
gets mentioned. I do hope that makes it. That would make me very happy if that makes it. Next
That's
up, Mark,
the kind of early niche stuff we want to see in this thing, not what he wants,
Mark Dwayne, your final selection. We're all going to get 4 choices here. Go ahead.
Again, I've got 2 more good ones, but I'm going to go with Cat's restraining order.
Oh, you
okay.
I'm quite surprised no one had that yet, because if he even talks about it, well, again, she's in the timestamp. If he talks about her even a little bit, there's got to be a bit of a mention of Subaru Man, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yep. Once again, we found out because Philip challenged people to find it, and then people did find it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Meerkat, last choice.
Well, I'm building quite a lineup here, but at this point, these look pretty unlikely. So I don't know. Thinking about it, maybe they might mention Monkey Spank at some point. So I'm going to go with Monkey Spank.
Oh, good choice.
Yeah. Monkey Spank would be pretty funny as well. Monkey Spank.
that was great when he did that whole paragraph of like, no one will ever call me Monkey Spank again. The next response was like, okay, Monkey Spank.
Yeah. So that's the oldest thing
good.
on this whole list. Monkey Spank is from we're talking 2001 AOL newsgroups when someone called him Monkey Spank, and Philip did good in the tournament, like Steve just said. He said, I don't think anyone could call me Monkey Spank anymore, except jokingly. The next response was, okay, Monkey Spank, which was just golden. Okay, next choice is for Steve of the Dead, please.
I'm surprised this one's still up there. I'll go for special treatment for Derek.
Honestly, yeah. I feel like it'd be kind of weird without going up there.
I thought that would be like a first round pick for some people, but yeah, I'll take it.
It's like, if does he want to go there? Right? There's a lot of things he's gonna go. He's going a lot of places. I know.
Is he gonna
Is he gonna go there? Once you bring up pedophiles, it's like it's a deep hole. You know what I'm saying? Like, to get the vibe will go to a dark place, and then I mean, is the whole thing just gonna be a dark place? It could be, I guess, but there has to be ebbs and flows, right?
I don't think the whole topic is too recent, but I think the conclusion that we've had is too recent. So it's a tough one.
Yeah,
it'd just be like at some point conversation about his audience is going to come up, and like some of the more notable people in it or events
quite a theme, it is a thing with him. It's not like when you think about, I don't know, like other lol cows or whoever, like it's not always huge big deals with specific people in their viewer base, at least so much as like people who like watch them or make content making fun of them. But he's like, I suppose the people in his chat over the years, they might, it depends, doesn't it? Especially with in light of recent events, even though I guess he finished this like months ago.
No, but that's why I kind of hope it's there, because remember, the documentary definitely won't have the finish, but it'll have more proof of, holy shit, man, Derek was a fucking pedophile, dangerous person that DSP chose to keep around for years, so
literal years.
Yeah. Sam, your final selection here on this first draft.
I've wanted this for a while, and now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, would you go there? But it was such a big deal and brought up so many times that I'm going to have to go for it. The Chiking incident. Has to feature.
You know, he's still got that picture in his OBS file.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll try to be strategic here. So creeping on 14-year-olds at the mall would be incredible if they bring it up, but it is wait, hold on. There is a top haters chapter, correct?
Oh,
Sam?
That's true.
So that comment is top
Wasn't
haters. So if you bring up top haters, I'm not sure how you can leave off such a monumental
think Rainy Day Fund is like a really good one. I was looking at that the whole time as well.
Yeah,
that's just a silly throwaway comment, though, right? That's a silly, stupid thing. But if you're doing silly things, DSP has said you could have a million of them, right?
That's true.
All right, I will make the call.
Top haters was like 2 minutes in this. 2
minutes?
It's not even that actually.
Do we get to that in 2 minutes? Okay, for wishful thinking, I will select with the final selection of the 2024. Oh, how long is it?
Sorry, about 3.5. Sorry.
The final selection of the Joon the King 2024. That being said, draft. I will choose creeping on 14-year-olds at the mall.
Oh.
Because I hope it happens.
I hope he creeps on 14-year-olds at the mall.
I don't hope that happens. I hope it is brought up the topic. Thank you.
Okay.
The time you made that comment, yeah.
Okay, so there he is. Sam, please screenshot this. I know you can do it later, but just make sure we.
I do appreciate the unsolicited fish pic being on there because that was just a great moment in general. He just completely threw him for a loop. He had no idea why. Fucking hilarious.
Yep. So I thought that was like a window into things like, showing how he doesn't give a shit about his parents, really. Tie into the 10-year plan thing.
Yeah.
Rainy Day Fund is something stupid he said, but in the end, it's just something stupid he said. So,
yeah.
Is there anything on this list I'm wondering, chat and you guys, that I didn't put on that's kind of a niche thing you think will get brought up? Did I miss any good ones, you think? Any ones that, the big stuff he's going to bring up.
There's so many little things that could be on there, isn't there?
Yeah. Could be at least like 20 more entries. If you really
when it says the bankrupt, what'll be interesting is like obviously they're going to bring a bankruptcy, but is it going to have like the bankruptcy call and stuff like that, like clips from the call, and like if it has the bank leaks, is there going to be like obviously like censored or whatever things? How much is he going to link together? I think it's more just that, isn't it?
I see chat saying some things here. So we could empty game box, which okay,
that's got to be on there.
The fire alarm review
has to be on there. Yes, obviously.
Dunce Lures, 2 condos, Escort Saga,
Wonder Waffles 84. That time when he got double perfected on
use
Street
of
Fighter
the
4.
N word. Yeah, probably they're gonna make reference to some of his more colourful, shall we say, language.
Oh yes. The death of T. Carter, obviously. Yeah.
Comcast guy. How recently was Comcast guy?
It was last year. Wasn't it?
Noodle Cup, Lemon PC, Gated Community, Comcast guy,
slapping an 11-year-old girl. That probably will.
The funny thing is, like half of this stuff, or maybe all of this stuff, probably won't feature, and you could add another 3 or 4 hours on it, easy, like with all this shit. It's like, where do you end
just
it,
on things that he said, just on like stupid things that he said. You're right. It depends if you how deep you
25 press ups.
Like you could almost like almost in between each chapter, or for every year or something, you could have like a little intermission or something, and just say, and also he said these weird things, just to clear it all the backlog.
Hey,
quick wrap up.
We should make an obscure DSP moments tier list, because that's one we haven't made, and there's a million.
Yeah. Also, we have, before we get out of here, I do want to read the super chats, obviously, but we do have to talk about how we're going to cover this week. We have to come up with our decision. We kind of teased a Tuesday and Wednesday show, but we have not fully agreed to that yet. Tomorrow, the show drops, of course, but we'll get your content this week.
Segment.
Don't worry.
I'm live for the schedule segment. This is amazing.
I think this is best. We do a 2-parter, and we just watch the thing and we talk about it, and then on the midweek show, I don't know. Thursday, Friday, Sunday, whatever, we talk about what DSP said about it, because he's going to be watching it every day on the night stream.
That's the problem. Is he's doing it so segmented.
It's going to take him days, bro. He's like it takes long enough when he stops for bullshit YouTube videos about food. This is about him. he's going to be stopping so much to talk shit to the chat and say that's not true, that's not true. It's going to take you like you're going to have time. You know what I mean?
You see
like,
that
slowly digest what he's saying.
Random point and go, oh, you see that thing in the background there? Yeah. Let me tell you about that. I got that in this tournament one day.
Why is this clip so blurry? Huh?
Well, let me tell you about my camera.
Yeah. So I actually
before I adopted direct capture.
Yeah, let me tell you about that. Forget full hands on Doug. I took off work this week so I can fully dive in.
Nice.
So I will be at least be doing every night restream. So obviously you guys are fucking asleep, so you can't join me, sadly. But yeah, every night stream I'll be doing the debunk of the debunk. You know what I mean? So like I want to be able to
Elden
stop.
Ring in the DLC.
You know when DSP like debunk something, I want to be able to say, hold on a minute, that's not actually a debunk, and then we'll see. That will take me 10 hours too. So anyway, it should be a fun week. But Mark one, anything before we read the super chats, you want to pimp out anything here? I will put your Twitch link in chat.
No, just Twitch. Everything. Chat's awesome. My Twitch, YouTube, all your chat's awesome. Everyone that added me, all you guys, as always. It's awesome, bro. Thank you.
Go find the pictures of his cock. He told you they're free on the internet.
I've posted the link in the chat. I'm spamming the link in the chat right now.
All I know
it's not active. It's not active. I don't do that anymore. I'm retired.
Okay. Yes. Do you have any 50% sales or anything? We could.
No. The cheapest. My sub was always the cheapest you could have it on the website. The cheapest it could be. It was.
Is the first month free or anything?
Without being free. I used to do promotions sometimes when I stream and they do the wheel spin thing. I'll just post free links in my Twitch chat even now, just randomly. So if someone wants a free link, DM me and I'll send you one.
Yeah. Use code TBS for 10% off.
Yeah. The collab coming soon.
Mark's one's night with Steve of the Dead. Mark's one night with Sam.
Before we carry on with the show, we just need a quick word from our sponsor, the Mark One's
Some of the chat are loving this. You know, secretly, some of the chat are going, please let this happen.
What a girth.
Yeah.
God.
Steve will bring the paydays.
If you still had it, we need to get the Best Buy receipt measuring. But anyways, we'll do that. That's a joke. That's
bigger than Phil. That's all that matters. Yeah. Bigger than Phil. I guarantee you.
If that's true, holy shit. Because Philip said he was 6.5 inches girth.
Yeah.
A Coke
he was
can.
like 6
everywhere.
feet tall.
Maybe just in height alone, he beats me. Just in height, okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay, he bowled in seconds.
All right, I'm gonna speed run these super chats with my friends. GBRC, Nocturnal, Arashi, big ups for coming legends. Smitty Weber and Jensen says Phil literally said how can I put myself past this nonsense, and then he just wants to spend money, but Scopely won't let him. It's a scary sight, to be honest. So he said, how can I buy myself past this nonsense, is what he said on the stream.
Nice.
And that is intense. How can I spend money to get further into my addiction, please? I don't want to drink beer. How can I bypass this to give me liquor? You know, I mean, it's not that different. Next up is Kaiser, who says, it's crazy how he can't figure out how to press forward and R1 to do a groundbreaking kick in Dark Souls. But he's to WWE champions what Legend of Total War is to the Total War games. What a pro. Any Total War fans out there that got the reference?
I think they're saying like how like accustomed to it he is or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Someone's cracking up. Lost in Technicolor. And poor Cat still without a honeymoon. Yep. Mm-hmm. No, she doesn't need that. She doesn't need that. We need new keyboards and stuff.
Yeah, she don't want to get on a plane, dude. Come on now.
She's not going to Japan.
No.
About 2 seats on a plane anyway.
That's not happening. Come on now. Imagine
Iris
Cat
says,
in one of those little pod hotels.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I'm moving on positively. Getting a green shirt and holding it up like he did is an actual recipe for disaster. Oh God, this is Ira saying this. Pay me $1K to kill this tea. That's a T-shirt reference. T-shirt. It's Ira. AI.
I did guilty. Yeah.
Thank you. ES says down from the rafters has been screwing Cat for years.
I mean,
in one way alone.
That's
right.
Yeah.
Iwamoto says, "Wait, is Andy Warhol or is it Andy Warhol or Andy Warski? Which one is it?" Mm-hmm. Both
Yes.
are applicable. Movie Sign says, "Now this is how you make a thumbnail. Chef's kiss." Big ups, Movie Sign. That's to Meerkat. You're getting your flowers for the thumbnail.
Yeah, thank you. If
Anti-distortion-
DSP likes it, then it must be like
yeah,
real good.
Yeah, if it's good enough to
Damn
steal,
right.
yeah.
Anti-distortion
The
says
royal
detractors
seal,
are
isn't it? The
so-
royal approval.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You're like one of
royal
them wax
decree.
things. Like,
You've been knighted, actually. Big up.
Sir Cat.
Anti-distortion says detractors so felted right now. We are definitely felted and seething,
Yeah, I'm feeling
coping.
it.
Koopy Whoopie Pie says Phil Juned when he really should have clumbed. Nice. Nice. Phil June when he should have clumbed. Hell yeah. Legend.
I mean,
says,
depending on what happens,
Yeah.
how he looks, he might be gagging for the Mike Klum documentary after this.
Mhm.
mightn't he?
oh
know?
god, yeah.
That'll be the post midlife crisis
Exactly.
where he
If it goes a little bit along more this redemption arc path, and then he goes to Mike Klum, look, and like everything's changing for me now, then he'd be gagging to do it.
Yeah, start covering me from the day that Mansoor called me a loser. That's
Yeah.
where the documentary should start, actually. That would be very entertaining, Mike. Yeah. Mike Klum would be like, get the fuck out of here. All right, Urk says, pig is on the menu again, boys. Hell yeah. We will be tomorrow for sure. Pasta Maker, Base Boglamite. Big ups for coming legends. Jay Wusso says, stick an apple in his mouth. Piggy is cooked. We'll see, Jay Wusso. The Pasta Maker says, what will be interesting is how his new friends will react to this. Will they keep stringing him along or finally go mask off? Well, that's a good question, actually, because the King of Casino have to cover this, right? I mean, it's got to be the biggest thing in their corner of the internet possible, right? I mean, and you don't want to have DSP on when you react to that either, because then what? You got to have your kid gloves on. You can only sneak diss. They want to really diss.
Yeah. Could you imagine
really
when
want
like
him on with it? Do you? That
yeah, could you
depends
imagine
on,
like the first time he's seeing it is with them, and like you got
Yeah, you don't
Warski
want that.
clapping along, and it's
you don't want
it's not
that
what you
mix.
want.
Yeah, they're on vacation now, so that's not going to happen. But I figure it's going to be something along the lines of like, reacting to it, but then saying, well, it's still not as bad as what Review Tech USA did, and DSP didn't kill anybody, and stuff like that. Or they might just shit on him the way that I kind of expect them to do pre this whole saga, because that would show some integrity, because that's how they would usually do it. And if you want an example of that, go watch their videos talking about DSP's midlife crisis.
Yes.
They could get away with doing that, because all they have to do is like watch the documentary, shit on him like normal, and then when he comes back on or they're on there, it's like, well, we're equal opportunity felters. It was just a mild razzing, and besides, you're the king now, Sir King. None of that matters anymore because you have changed.
Situation, isn't it? I'm not sure if I would necessarily talk to people that had been that critical of me, but at the same time, I suppose you'd have to be in DSP's position and be that much of a fuck up to be willing to then converse with these people afterwards. So it's hard to try and judge how it would be if it was yourself, because some of the stuff that when they've ripped him for some of the
It's
things,
like,
is brutal,
can you cut that cord? They've given him a lifeline to something else, some more exposure, some more money, some more benefit.
He's gagging for it. You can tell, dude.
King Jad says Kino guys have already told DSP they'll react to DSP's reaction to the documentary, not the raw documentary. That's impossible, though. It's gonna be 12 hours of DSP responding to that. Each part is gonna be a night. You know that,
bro. You might as well watch one of my videos. Come on.
You can't do that. Camping Dutchman says, I beg, do everything possible to get June as a guest. I will work on that. All right. I'll sort of put it that way. I'll take your advice. Like DSP takes DSP's advice, Keem's advice. I'll work on it. Next up, Creator says the irony of all this is that him finally being himself, the King of Hate, will be the reason he will eventually get deplatformed. We'll see.
Yeah,
probably won't get deplatformed anytime soon.
I think at some point. Well, he should be co-streaming on Kick now anyway, regardless. It's obvious now. If they're all over on Kick with all these Kino people, he should be co-streaming on there anyway. Like, why would you not? Even just do one stream every now and then on Kick, just to be like, oh, He just don't like looking at the view number lower than what it normally does because it's a new platform and it just scares him, I think. But it's obvious to me that he should like do stuff on Kick as well.
But if he does that, then when this arc ends, then what? Because then those will be a sad fucking place.
Oh yeah,
on that Kick. Yeah, you know.
But then it'd be
It'll
funny.
go back to YouTube, I guess. Yeah. Mickey Thor says Snood is Snow Carl. I have heard this from a lot of
What the
people,
fuck?
and that we can't confirm
He's been in
It
my
might
chat
be true.
talking. How dare he?
Well, Snood has tipped Philip in bits, and it was a very famous one where Philip said, "The only people that care about WWE champions is you assholes."
Why am
I
I
believe
thinking
this.
about this now?
There we go.
feel
GBRC says
betrayed.
we all laughed. Does he think he is writing a kid's story? I guess. He's talking about the Andy Kauffman thing, but yeah. IV got in the house with the membership. B said, Orog says, did you guys see the girls of the Joon doc? Yes, we did.
Yeah.
That was Justine, Leanna, and I believe end of list, right? Justine and Leanna.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, the girls.
Yeah.
Justine's a good. I'm happy to see that on there because that's an epic moment that goes underrepresented.
There was another one. Do you remember Pokemon? Was it
Pokemon,
Pokemon
yeah,
or
yeah,
Amaranth? I think he's one of them two. Spoke out about the abuse they'd experienced in relationship, and he went off on one about them. So
That's
it was Amaranth, that one.
Amaranth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joel Tractor, Super Scuffer in the house. Sniper, no sniping, says Brian called Derek out and Phil still did nothing. Yeah, don't forget that part.
Mhm.
Brian said he did show Philip the playlists, and Philip chose to do nothing then too.
Yeah.
Super Scuffer says F sickos. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cope Side Phil says that title of the doc shows even Joon knows and realizes this redemption act is totally fake, and the real Phil is a POS lolcow.
Yeah, he said that on Twitter too.
Yeah, he at least sees like the general theme with DSP. However much like the details, like specific parts of his time where he's had an upturn, it's obvious that he can see the general trend of DSP's behavior.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. When you've been one way for 15 years, it doesn't change when someone calls you king.
Yeah,
but that's that's what I said last time. It's very simple. It's really, really easy to tell he's a piece of shit. However, you have to sit through a lot of boring shit to get to the day-to-day behavior of DSP.
The data.
Once you do that, once you see the narcissism, you see the fucking fake ass morality, and you see the toxicity, everything is clear to you. But you need to sit through this. And this is why this new saga got a lot of people upset, is because a bunch of outsiders come in and they watch an interview with DSP on his best behavior, being the fakest he can ever be, and thinking that he's a chill guy and a swell guy, and people dislike him for no reason.
Yeah.
And then they're really confused. I understand.
It's unjust. Life isn't fair, unfortunately, is it, chat?
No. Hate Army says, someone tell that idiot no, banning Derek isn't a Zug Swang. It's a W because he banned him. There's no there's no L for DSP, but grass for it nonetheless. There we go. Big ups to Hate Army. Shout outs to Hate Army, I should say. Iwamoto says 2 minutes. ALT is going for 2 in a row bust. Oh yeah, my 2 minutes to check out marked one. Yes, I'm going for 2 back to back. That's all I need. Movie Sign says big up to ALT for taking some vacation time for the craft. Definitely for the craft.
It's in the summer of ALT
this week for the craft. Hosky says any recommendation on where to pick up a Kauffman soup can? Kauffman soup can.
Wait till you see the painting that he did of Marilyn Manson.
Oh, Alejandro says full cast and my favorite guest marked one. Great show today. Big ups to you.
Check it out,
Alejandro. And that is it. You are all fucking legends, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. Final words, Steve. Go ahead.
Phil, I know you're having like a renaissance and you're feeling good and all that, but all these things that have changed, like the owning the memes and leading into being the king, and even champions on stream, we've been telling you to do that for years. So thanks for proving us right, mate. Appreciate it.
Hey, marked one. Final words, please.
I mean, regardless of all the bullshit going on with DSP at the minute, as you said, some people not being happy about it. Some of the most amazing people I've ever met have been in this community. It's been so much fun, and that's what you all got to remember and focus on, how fucking cool everybody around here is.
There you go. Meerkat?
I don't know. I don't know. Hype. June the King hype. Hype. Drink more, gaslight more, beat your wife, and go have fun.
That was just an off-the-cuff comment. That's not a legal statement.
Thank you for saying that, Sam. We needed to hear that. All right, I got nothing.
We didn't even mention that,
week.
did we?
We didn't even mention that.
Too much going on.
You mentioned it last time. It's fine. I laughed.
Yeah.
It was great.
We'll see
We didn't mention
Please.
this though, so this is what I'll end on. This is just a silly
please.
little thing, but here we go.
What was your conception of me? What was your conception? What is your conception of Dark Side Phil? Because this is the conception I hear from a lot of people. The conception is, on the outside, it looks like it's fake.
Oh, I hate it.
Write it,
Poor
write it.
use of language. I
Get
hate
it on the
it.
We'll see you guys.
Right. See you later, everyone. Goodbye.
Burgers.
This one goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups. I first saw you in Burger King. You took 2 seats 'cause that ass is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes. The DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Take you power walking on the beach, feasting on some sushi like you were the queen. Let me run some errands while you sleep. I can watch you play Skyrim all day this week. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes.
In reality, like I tell you guys, every day when I wake up, that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me and a family, Jasper, and you know the things we get to do together. You know, I definitely want more time with them and more family time. But I absolutely love my life today compared to how it used to be. Seriously, all those years back then, you'd be like, it's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past. I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking constantly, all the time, because I was so stressed out. Honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. And basically, liquor was the way to kind of get through that. You know, it was, I hate my life. I hate who I am. So let me just drink it all away and just keep pumping out fucking YouTube videos. I don't have to do that shit anymore. You know, like I'm happy with who I am. You are the poster child, textbook definition of what humanity has created as an offshoot of something meaningful. Team, you are someone who
bison burgers